As you turn around, Zelchin's got his hand behind his head. Yeah, I taught him everything he knows. And he's
Did
gonna
you now?
Yeah, we had a great conversation over drinks.
I have a feeling drunk Seltrin doesn't teach anyone anything.
Hey, you doubt my power?
I doubt your intellect, not your power.
Welcome to Cassiopeia, episode 7, Measures. Just gonna get right into it. Miyago, please introduce yourself.
Miyago, I am playing Bastion. Bastion is a Warforged artificer that is trying to figure out why the Warforged are going insane and fix it.
Nice. We come next to Joshzilla.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Rock and Debris, who is a god among human and are just trying to, fix their shit.
Great. We come next to Lovey.
Hello, I'm Lavi. I'm going to be playing Ilovia Blightfright Nervalu Nananthi. She is a Goliath Warlock Barbarian.
Sweet. And what a name. And we come to last to James.
Hello, I'm playing Yeva Adalon. He is a pacifist cleric of preservation and a learned old elf.
Very. So, last time, you guys were in... It was quite the ending to quite a hectic day. Yeva and Bastion had to save a dear friend in need. Rakan, Elovia, and Zelchin tried to learn how to drive a car, which was quite the adventure. Being able to, miraculously not killing anybody on the way there, they made it just in time for Zelchin to aid Yeva in an almost out of a dire situation where, had he slipped or lost concentration, Viviana would have perished. But thanks to everyone's teamwork,
She's in an incredibly useful state.
We'll get there. Thanks to everyone's teamwork, he ended up getting to the hospital and getting Viviana in to see the surgeon. And thanks to your impromptu urban street triage, you managed to... She's not dead. She's just in a coma. Please don't look at me like that, James. She is currently in a coma. She's not dead. But that led to...
She's just as fucking chatty, except I can't you speak with dead.
So it led to a weird day that actually ended up ending on a high note. Yeah. Kinda ended up on a high note a little bit. Rakan got drunk. At least, well, Zelchin tried to get him drunk. It didn't work out too well. Elovia and Bastion ended up trying to teach Elovia how to drive slightly, but only through peripherals and not so many words asking. You guys took Elliot to get new clothes and took him to the Elegant Bowl to have a nice lunch. You tried to get in to see Urine Tierslin on a short notice, which you learned that doesn't really happen, but you did meet Nicholas Gray, who said he would get you an appointment. And after all that, and let's not forget that Bastion also saw one of those cloaked beings watching him. And to think about it, don't know how long he was watching you. You also went to the Incarnate Collective and met Solomon Lane and Maddox King, two heads of the Arcane Division and the Arcanitech Division. You guys got pins to be able to get in to see them. And as you guys are maneuvering around the city, you guys are beginning to get more and more access. But you can't help but feel that you might have disturbed something. Or maybe you set something in motion. Who knows? But after going to get Violet's car and you guys getting back to the house and Yeva staying in the hospital, watching over Viviana dutifully, we will begin our episode at the Unsung Detective Agency, where it's another nice day. The sun is peeking in through the windows. Same thing in the living room. The sunlight is piercing through right onto the couches. The nice little dust particles are beginning to maneuver about in the god rays. I come to everyone individually. Orkan, what are you doing? You're muted.
I know, I was talking to myself. He is currently on the floor, sat cross-legged, with a small rock floating in front of him, and he is meditating.
Oh, so you're just trying to go full Avatar in this Rivercon. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Nice. Lovia, what is Lovia doing?
Probably making breakfast.
Hey, cooking in the kitchen, whip it
Yeah,
up.
very protein heavy. Few vegetables.
Okay. As you're sitting there cooking, Zelch is behind you, kind of cleaning off the table a little bit, moving things around, setting up places. For three, since it's just you guys. Oh, actually four. Sorry, because Zelchin would be here, but he's not here. But setting up for four, knowing that Yeva is currently in the hospital still, and Bastion.
Bastion's going to be working on Viviana's car,
Okay.
trying to fix all the cosmetic damage by the leaving the parallel parking spot the night before. And,
Nice.
he's just keeping his hands busy. He likes fixing problems, and
Okay.
just this is something that could be fixed, and so he's going to fix it.
Okay. Nice. Give me an intelligence check real quick.
All right. Oh, solid 5.
Solid 5? Okay. You know how to drive a car, but fixing a car may be a little bit different. But you are an artificer, and you know how to deal with Arcana Tech. It won't take you too long, but this is not that you don't know. It's just that, Jesus, the amount of damage that was done to this car getting out of that parking spot. It'll take you a little longer to probably fix it, but eventually, you're sure you'll fix it. And as you're all sitting there, Rakan is upstairs, still focusing on the rock. And what are you trying to do?
I was more sorry, maybe I should have been more specific. I'm like sat downstairs in like the dining room.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What are you trying to do? You just trying to focus on it, or?
I'm not particularly trying to do anything. I'm just trying to relax.
Okay. As you're sitting there, at this point in time, you begin to smell the food beginning to cook, and it's the sizzling of the meat, and the aroma begins to waft in. As you hear, bing bong, the doorbell goes off.
The sound of it, because I'm assuming that's the first time we've heard the doorbell go.
It is.
So I'm gonna like my eyes like jolt open, like the rock drops, concentration just gone. I'm gonna turn to Olivia. What was that?
Oh. They don't have doorbells where she's from. I will track the source down to, I'm assuming, the door.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you with my quarterstaff in hand behind you.
You open the door?
Is there is it the kind of door where there's like the little hole?
Yeah, you can look through.
Yeah, I'll look through that.
You take time, you squint and peep through, like leaning against the door, and you see the face of Caden. He's just kind of looking around. You see he's like, looks toward the doorbell again. He's about to press it again.
I'm gonna get so much shit for this.
Bing bong!
Who's Caden again?
He owns the apothecary.
He's the kid, right?
No, Elliot's the kid.
Oh, right. Who's Kaden?
Aiden's the owner of the apothecary.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, I'm gonna open the door. Did you hear that?
That you're gonna open the door? Oh, okay, you say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door and then I'm gonna ask him. Did you hear that?
He looks
Ah.
towards you for a second and just hear what?
I don't know. It was like a what? A ringing sound?
It was a ring from somewhere.
Oh, okay, relax. Did you hear that from inside?
Yeah.
Well, it came from the door.
Yeah, I believe it's the doorbell. Yes. It indicates that someone is outside trying to get in or trying to say hello.
And now we spam the doorbell.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you use it. Can I come inside? Is that okay? Is this a bad time?
No, we're just getting ready for the day. I
Oh,
don't think we
okay.
had any plans for the day, so.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks. Oh, this
Or,
is was also outside for you guys, and he hands you a rolled up newspaper. And as you look down, there's a lot of them out there. He kind of like scoops them up as well, and he starts to bring them inside. But he hands you the current one.
Okay. I love you can't help herself, but she is going to ring the doorbell once,
Mhm.
and then she'll leave it to Rakan to do the rest of the ringing for the both of them.
I'm gonna like press it like a couple of times in like rapid succession. And then I'm gonna like lower my quarter staff in my hand and be like, very strange.
Okay. Well, I just came to see if everyone was okay. And kind of to thank you for everything all of you've done for Elliot, and you've done so much. Elliot came by and told me about how you guys got new clothes and took him out to eat, and none of them, especially him, have never experienced that before. So I also want to apologize on his behalf because he he might have, I don't know. I know he could be a little abrasive, so maybe he didn't take it properly.
Yeah, it's fine. Kids are like that sometimes. Um, did you need something, or did you just come on behalf of Elliot?
Yeah, well, I of course I want to say thank you. And I want to give you this, and he holds up like a wicker basket, and it has some stuff in it. Um, is you see there's a pouch, and you see there's two flasks of this like swirling red liquid, and one with a blue swirling liquid inside. I've made these myself. I figured that you know, um, Elliot told me that you guys have been in some situations, and well, maybe this will help you guys out.
Sorry, what was in it? Like a
It's a
what
it's
liquid?
two flasks of red swirling liquid, and a singular flask of blue swirling liquid, and then there's a pouch inside.
Okay, hold on. Wicker basket. So two swirling red liquids, one blue,
Mm-hmm.
and then a pouch.
What was it?
Oh well, these are potions of healing, and this is a potion of water breathing. I'm not sure
Cool.
if you'll be stuck in the ocean or in lake anytime soon, but maybe you'll need it. And oh, this is something different. And he picks up the pouch, and you hear the familiar ringing of coins. I really want to find out what's happening to these children, and I'm not sure if you have the same feeling, but the way you treat Elliot, and I don't know, maybe you also have the same wants.
Yeah, we do, but we have a shit ton on our plate at the moment. To put it lightly, Yeah, we do want to find these kids, but we also want to open an orphanage at some point. We also want to figure out where Jethro is, because that's kind of the reason why we're here to begin with. We also need to find out. Well, we don't need to, but I want to find out about that serial killer, the doll maker, because I don't think it's very good that a murderer is running off on the loose.
No, I completely understand. I guess I completely understand, and and he he still hands it to you. He said, "Here, I mean, with everything going on, I'm not sure if you all will just take the mantle here or not, or if you won't. But hopefully this will get you started on your orphanage, and just thank you again."
I'm gonna take the pouch, open it, see that it's money inside, and then give it back to him. You should use this on the kids.
Oh, I understand, but don't worry, I have more than enough. I also have a side business. My teas are selling pretty well, so this is a little extra.
That's good, but you should still use it towards them.
Okay.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Rockhan, whether it goes to whether you give it back to him or whether it goes to us, it's still going to be used on the children, so that we can open that orphanage, so that all these kids have a place to stay.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's completely up to you. I just thought that your hard work has not gone unnoticed, and the things you've done for them has not gone unnoticed. I can see a little bit of spark in Elliot. Before, he didn't really give a shit about anyone except me and, well, his friends, but now he's kind of changing.
Rockhan, if you're not opposed to it, I am going to take the money, because I do want to give these kids a place to stay sooner rather than later, because I don't want more kids to go missing.
Okay.
Yeah, so Elovia's gonna take the money.
Okay. As you hand for it, he gives it to you, and like he grabs Rakan's hand and like kind of squeezes it. That was very different. I see that you care. It just means a lot to me. Thank you.
He's gonna give Caden a. It's okay. He's not like pulling away or anything, but he's very confused by the physical
By the
gesture.
physical contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. Is it wrong? And he's like looking. Is it wrong? Do you like your power is a little different, right? Like it's like nature based, right? Like, are you like me?
What are you like?
And you watch as he he looks toward a plant in the corner, and he flourishes his hands, and you watch as the plant begins to slightly grow outwards and maneuver. Even though I'm teaching the kids different things, and their power is different from mine, I mostly get mine from nature. I feel like, am I wrong? Like, what can you do?
Just a side note, if this was like a cartoon, Rokan's eyes would be like the hearts that are like out of his face. As Caden does this and Rokan sees, he's like, that's amazing! You can do that?
Yeah, I guess mostly call us a druids. Yeah, I get my power from nature.
I can do this. And then he's gonna cause the house to shake.
Okay, whoa. All right. That's wow. Huh. I don't really meet a lot of druids, or at least with that magnitude of power. So young.
I'm really sorry. We're going to take a moment. I know that there are some audio issues your end. I'll be back in a second.
So we were back to Heart Eyes. I think it was, oh no, that was off
was
the
on-
Yeah, and then I made the ground shake.
ground shake. Yeah. Oh, that's really amazing. That's a lot of power for so young. It's interesting. We should talk sometime.
Yes, please. He's like got a big toothy grin, and his eyes are like sparkling.
Great. I don't know. Maybe you can come by the apothecary sometime. Let's talk. I'd have some of my tea.
Okay, are you free today?
Sure.
Are you free now?
Uh, sure.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. He'll start to turn around. Elovia, in there also there's also some teas. I'm not sure if you drink tea or.
I'd say she's familiar with tea.
Okay.
Coffee,
Well,
maybe not. Tea, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Kaden was just asking. He was just being like, but okay,
Oh.
sure. They're all my own special blend, so enjoy.
And that's in the pouch.
The pouch is in the pouch has like 400 gold, and then there's like a little pouch that has like different like little tea leaves in it.
It doesn't matter what kind of tea it is.
Not
Or is
really.
it just tea? Okay.
It's just tea. It's just tea.
Alright.
They have different like herbal flavors though.
Okay.
So you look sort of kind of like, oh, okay, let's go. Did you eat at all or need something?
Nope.
Oh, well, we should at least get you fed, right? Come on. And he'll lead you out, and
I have fun.
we'll close the door on that for right now. Miyago, you heard the doorbell ringing 1,000 times. You assume that maybe Rakan and Elovia might have discovered the doorbell and were kind of confused by it. But so you continue to work on the car.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
He's dead already.
Well, it could be. I got other character ideas. 14.
14. Okay. As you're working on the car, you feel that your hand kind of seizes up for a second. And as you're staring toward the windshield and looking at your reflection, you see behind you as the world begins to change and morph. For a second, you're back in the battlefield. You hear the screaming. You can see the bodies. You can hear the explosions. You can see and feel as you take lives over and over. You feel it beginning to try to push its way into your mind. And then you kind of shrug it off and return to trying to bend and form out these dents caused by Rakan and Zeltron. I have another question. When you went to sleep, did you put that piece on your head or no?
He did.
He did. Tell me, what did you dream about?
Years ago, Bastion had a friend, one that he had served with in the war, named Nimrod. And sometime in the mountains, Nimrod decided that he was going to start hunting humans. The Black had taken him. Bastion and his other friend Asalam and Peltast spent weeks hunting Nimrod through the mountains, through the snow, trying to find him, trying to minimize the damage he was doing to the people there. They needed to make sure that the people didn't turn against all the other Warforged that had not gone mad, and so taking it upon themselves to remove that threat, as well as not liking seeing Nimrod this way, knowing that that's not who he was and that he'd be better off dead. And so he just dreamt of trudging through the mountains, hunting one of his best friends, Nimrod.
Give me
But he never
clarity.
found him in the dream.
Mm. Tell me, did he find him in real life, or do we still have to wait for that?
He did.
We'll leave it at that for now. But you come back, seeing your reflection. You heard voices in the living room, and then you heard the door close again. You felt tremors. What do you do, Bastion?
He's gonna go into the house, like, not knowing what's going on and thinking it might be an emergency, that the whole house is shaking. Kind of bust in from the garage and look around, like, what's happening?
I have a feeling that that's just what happens when Rockhound gets a little excited. He's gonna close the door and walk back into the kitchen.
No one is in danger.
Maybe Caden, but in other ways that I
Bastion's gonna
hope
like
you do
open the
not
front
know.
door, just see them walking away, but nothing seems to be awry, and then just close the door again.
As you turn
Yeah.
around. Oh, so go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I think it's better that you don't question it, Bastion. It's gonna be fine.
As you turn around, Zolchan's got his hand behind his head. Yeah, I taught him everything he knows. And he's
Did
gonna
you now?
Yeah, we had a great conversation over drinks.
I have a feeling drunk Zeltron doesn't teach anyone anything.
Hey, you doubt my power?
I doubt your intellect, not your power.
Okay, that's a low
Bastion's
blow.
gonna set a hand along his shoulders. Sometimes the mistakes of others are our best teachers.
What the fuck does that mean?
Nothing.
He looks towards you. Whatever. He goes back into the kitchen. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat, and that's what I'm going to do. He goes in, sits down, and like I'm assuming like the food was still in the pan, or you completely finished before you went to the door.
I would say that it's still in the pan, but she took it off the burner because she knows better than to leave food burning.
Yeah, I know. Good. I didn't know if like the suddenly hear the doorbell ring, just put her into fight or flight senses, and then fuck the meat, I'm going. So you see him go toward the pan and just sits down. But we will go ahead and flash over to Yeva. No, you're still muted on my thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
there
I
we
was
go.
waiting for you to tell me where I'm flashing.
So, Ava, when you slept last night, did you sleep till the morning? Did you stay the 4 hours till the morning, or how did you time your 4 hours?
So sort of midnight to 4 a.m.
Okay.
And then at 4 a.m. I would have got up, started checking on Viviana. Again, just sort of pleading with her to answer to wake. Making my medical checks as well, making sure that, she's not reachable by any form of magic or anything. And although he's been told that no more healing magic will affect Viviana, he's still channeling his divinity each morning as a way of sort of reminding his god that this woman is here.
Okay.
And then probably spent the next hour or so wandering around taking notes on various patients' conditions, etc., and how they're doing, and any technologies used in their treatment that he didn't understand.
Okay.
At which point I'd report to Ursula. Is that correct?
Yeah. Ursula.
To see if he needed help with anything.
As you're walking around doing your thing, taking your notes, sit down. You see as Ursula kind of comes up behind you while you're in the midst of completely focusing on this piece of paper and writing down what you see. And he places his hand on your shoulder. Ava, why don't you go home for a while?
Not yet. I have a duty.
I understand duty, but there's also proper rest. You've been here longer than I have so far.
We elves, we don't sleep the same way.
I know.
Trust me when I tell you that the peace I get in my reverie is fulfilling, replenishing, and beautiful. And
Okay. All right.
also, the work I do here is replenishing and beautiful.
I understand. So let me put this in a different way. I know you're 1,000+ years old, but I, as the owner of this hospital,
Go home.
I'm telling you to go home.
All right. All right, but
Go home.
I will just head into Viviana one more time before I go.
No problem. Oh, here are your wages. And he hands you a pouch
Appreciate
of 150 gold.
it. Did it cost me any expenditure of magic?
No, not really. No, you're good.
Okay.
I assume that you did the healing.
Yeah,
it's
you
fine.
know, we did.
I'm not
the
going to
things.
punish you for that.
No, I'm more than willing to expend magic for. I'm more trying to get to sort of 8 o'clock in the morning. That was my main aim. So I'll head into Viviana and I'll have a little sort of focus on her. One thing I did want to check. When I open her eyes, how is her sort of? What do I see?
You can see that her eyes are darting about. She's like in REM.
And at that moment, I'd like to try something.
Okay.
And yeah. So
let me get my sheet out. Okay, what's up?
as Yeva closes his eyes and leans in towards her, he's not gonna try and heal her. Instead, he's gonna try and calm her. So, first of all, I'd like to start by giving her guidance.
Okay.
And sort of then with a little bit of prestidigitation, a little bit of thaumaturgy, just some light music, some light sort of soothing sounds. And then as I speak to her gently, just reminding her that she has a duty upon this plane, and there is, there is more to the world for her, and that she has things left to do. I'll just gently, upon her, cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
And then as soon as, that's done, I'll leave the music playing a little bit, step away, close her eyes, make sure she's comfortable, and leave her in peace.
As you do so, you step back and you see the magic goes to like shower over her. You see it's like her body was like tense. It's like, and she exhales out. You see her body goes completely lax.
She might not be coming back, but she doesn't need to suffer. And with that, Yeva's going to attempt town on his own? Let's find out how this goes.
What are you trying to do?
So, attempting town.
Okay.
So, there was a Terracar?
Yeah.
So I'd like to repeat whatever process I did yesterday to make a Terracar appear. I think I stood in a waiting place, waved some gold at them. So I shall do the same, sort of waving my 2 pence or whatever it is, sort of waving it around at them.
As you sit, the car pulls up, where you going?
I want to send a message.
Okay.
Maybe a magical message? I think perhaps back to Incarnate?
Oh,
Look,
okay.
so let me put this simply to you. I want to send a message to a friend in Nilner Alari, who has access to magical communication. I am very new to this land and unaccustomed. And perhaps you may be a better director than I.
Okay, get in the car. I know where you're going.
Thank you. Does he also know what I'm doing? Because I do not.
So you see he begins to drive you through the city. You see as he's like, you feel you're like kind of shifting back and forth in the back as he's kind of whipping through traffic, cursing at people and moving around. You see as he pulls around to this building with these 2 large pillars, and it is just called Black Sails post office. He brings you up there. She brings you. He's like, all right, go to the front desk. Ask what exactly you're asking. What you do. Someone will be able to help you.
Thank you very much. And whatever he's charging, I'll add a gold.
Hey, okay. All right.
And then pay out of Lavi's pocket. I think it's 3, Lavi. Gold.
Wait.
I
Sorry.
think you're paying 3 gold. Thank you.
No, speaking of money, because you reminded me that I'm taking care of money. How much was your wages?
I didn't
150
ask.
gold.
Okay.
Oh, so it's 147. There you go. I've paid the man 3, but hold on, I might spend some more. So as I head into the post office, I'll look around, a little lost. I'm assuming it's, even if it's not busy, it's still full of stuff.
Yes, as you go in, there's like multiple windows, these glassed off windows, and it's a huge, these huge like marble floors, and it's like checkered pattern floors. You see more pillars here. You see people in queues, like walking and going off. You see people cursing down down the way.
I'd like to walk up to the nearest person, regardless of whether they look like they work here or not.
All right, as you walk up to this one woman, you see like she has like this bright red hair, this makeup that's a little bit too overdone. You can smell her perfume from in here, from where you stand. It kind of assaults the nostrils. You see she's wearing like this button-up shirt, and she just, "Hi, darling, how can I help you? Welcome to the Black Sails Post Office."
Good morning, and thank you so much. I apologize that I may be a little bit of an inconvenience, but I don't really know how to do what I want to do. I have a companion in Nilna Alari.
Okay.
In the Halls of Preservation. I would like
Is
to
this
send a
physical or
message to-
magical?
Magical, please.
All right. Who's the person you're trying to contact?
Lotharis.
Okay. Do you have a picture of him? Can you... anything?
I can possibly do one better. And I'll take out the mirror that shows my rooms, where he also studies. That's where he is now and what he's doing.
All right, 1 second. What are you trying to say?
Come to Rivenworth immediately. Yeva.
Hello, Lotharis. You have a send-in message from... who is this again?
Yeva Adelin.
Yeva Adelin. Will you accept the charges?
Oh.
Okay. He says, what do you want?
Come to Rivenworth immediately. As
He
fast
says,
as you can.
Come to Riverworth immediately, as fast as you can. No. Exactly. There were no other explanations. He said, come to Riverworth. Yes. No. No, you have to take care of your own travel. Perfect. I'll tell him. He says he's coming.
He's far more wealthy than I am. I'm sure he'll find his way. Thank you so much. How much do I owe you?
That'll be 30 gold.
Of course. Very much. That's 117 left overall.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
And then, with my wonderful knowledge of town, I'd like to attempt to find the library.
Okay, give me a survival check.
I mean, to be honest, I'm just going to walk up to any part. I could maybe give a survival check, but I'm not even going to try attempt it. Instead, I'd just like to walk up to the nearest passerby.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Blessings be upon you. I'll give them guidance. Would you possibly mind telling me which way the library is?
Oh, yeah, it's right up the street around the corner.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
And then,
What a nice man.
the huge shield on my back and full plate mail. Just, well, off I go.
Play all the style these days.
I'll trot down to the library.
Okay. You trot down to the library. What are you looking to do?
So I am looking for somebody specific and something. I am looking for my good friend. I did write his name down, but it was bloody miles ago.
Oh, Sharp? You looking for that Sharp? The Lion-Brarian?
The librarian, yes. Was he
Okay.
called Sharp? I've got it down as
Yeah,
something else.
Zita Sharp.
Yes, I've got Zital down. Yeah.
As you walk in, you immediately see him here behind the desk reading the book that you gave him.
Oh, God.
And as you walk up, yeah, this is quite the book. I haven't put it down yet.
I've recently found out that it's not as up to date as I'd hoped, but I am making progress on that front in both the hospital and at Incarnate.
Glad to hear. So, what do I owe
difficult-
this visit?
Different type of questions today. Couple of books that I'm looking for, and I have no idea who wrote them or if they've been written. I am looking for a book on the state of unconsciousness or comas.
Okay. Looking for the doctor's reference. Volume 348.
Yeah, also on anything psychological about that state.
They do cover some psychology
Good.
in that book, so
Thank you.
it should all be contained in one.
And anything you have on Solomon? He works at the Incarnate. He is the head of Arcanatech weapon creation. I wonder whether he's written anything, or perhaps the work of his friend. Maddox was his name? Anything that either of them might have written or has been written about them.
Maddox King keeps to himself. Everything he keeps is usually in scrolls in his own office, I assume. But for Solomon, he did once write a textbook. And he kind of like puts his finger, he see these two big books. The dust kind of clears out. You get Solomon's like it's Arcanatech and Intricacies, and then there is the doctor's reference.
Arcanatech Intricacies and the doctor's reference. Now,
348,
Sharp, you've been an incredible help, but I wonder, you're a worldly man, you live here. What do you know of the Incarnate?
Well, the Incarnate was formed after you and Turson came to power.
Sorry, I should be more specific with my questions. I understand that you know your history very well. What do you know of them from a moral standpoint?
I think they're unnecessary. But they try and do their best.
Some of the things they do end up creating good, but yes, I've come to much the same conclusion. Rumor has it of another group of magic users who don't play with technologies.
Yes, the Order of Anima.
Yes.
What about them?
What do you know of them?
Well, I know they're a community. They believe in the old ways. They believe magic should be unbound, uncontrolled. They believe that what Arcanatech is doing to the world is unjust. But do not be fooled. They may not. Precisely.
It might suit me. I don't suppose. No. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. I don't want to.
He's gonna make an insight check.
I don't want to put you in a difficult position.
Okay.
I will ask someone else.
Sure.
Yes. You've been much help. I do really need to sort out that membership, though. I want to keep taking books, but I will have these returned tomorrow.
Well, here. Reaches down from below the desk and hands you a library card.
Fantastic. Always wanted one of those. Still haven't got one in real life either.
Mine is destroyed.
Must get one. Fantastic things. Thank you so much, Sharp. And I'd like to attempt one more strange mission, although at this point I will contact Bastion. Ring ring. I'm going somewhere potentially dangerous, but also potentially immoral. I want answers. And I think if I go offering no threat, they may give them to me. But for some reason I don't come back or you don't hear from me, I'm going to speak to the Order of Anima. That is where you'll find me.
So we are not to provide backup.
No. I don't think that they will see me as a threat or in any way harmful.
Watch your back.
I will. As best as I can.
How far away did you say that? Did you just say that right in front of Sharp, or you said
No,
that...
no, no. I just sort of as I was walking. I thought this was telepathic communication, isn't it? With Bastion?
It is.
Okay,
With the
good.
message gem, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, with the message gem, it is.
Yeah, okay. No, if I was speaking out loud, I was in a very dark corner looking as sorry, but in typical Yaeva form, not stealthing, but just sitting there in the corner going with a shield up,
Shield
maybe.
up.
But yes, I'd like to go out into the streets and head over to the Elegant Bowl.
Okay. As you
Not
walk
to
the
eat, don't worry, guys.
as you walk over to the Elegant Bowl, you walk over, walk in, and immediately to your left, sitting in one of the booths, and it's a booth, but you see that they've taken up the entirety of the booth. Rakan and Kaden are over there.
I would like to avoid their eyes completely, and any
Maybe
contact
check.
if I can. No, I don't mean. No, I don't mean in that sense. Like I don't want to intrude on them. If they see me,
okay.
that's fine. I'm pretending I haven't seen that.
Okay. As you're walking by, Kaden kind of just waves.
Well, at that point, I will go up. I'm so sorry to interrupt lunch.
No, it's fine. Hey,
I'll turn to the waiter. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking to a friend. Caden, might I ask a question?
sure.
How would one contact the Order of Animal? I know, strange question.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. But Viviana was looking into them. So maybe there's something in her notes or something.
Shit. Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem.
In that case, it's back to plan A. I'd like to ask the waiter who his... do you occasionally get any extremely wealthy or extremely powerful seeming clientele that are perhaps not entirely honest?
I really wouldn't know, sir. That's kind of above my pay grade, if you give me.
In that case, whilst there may be competition, trust me when I tell you I'm not going to purchase a drink. Is there a bar or tavern, perhaps, for the more shady? Somewhere with a bad reputation.
Sure. You could try Last Light Pub. It's in Midtown.
That sounds excellent. Thank you so much for your help.
All right.
No. It's in
Bugger off?
Midtown. I'm a long way away from there, aren't I?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
leave you here.
That's fantastic, but I think it's fair to say you're going to leave me at one of those... Are these Terracar stops, are they regular, or is this a sort of phone them up sort of thing?
That's regular.
Okay, yeah, I'll go and stand at one waving my gold around. Yeah, please do leave me there.
Okay, yeah. I'll leave you there. We'll get to you in a second, Rakan. Just hold on. Elovia, what art thou doing? Along with Bastion, because you guys are in the house.
I don't know. I guess I'm cleaning up at this point. Or maybe even far past cleaning up, considering how much Eva did.
Yeah, you're pretty much far past cleaning up. Zelchin has kind of like going back up to the room he stays in, and like close the door.
If that's the case, I'll go into Jethro's office and take a little gander.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm assuming that all over the place there's case files.
That's in the office. You said office, right?
Yeah, I said office.
Okay, I'm wilding. Yeah, there's case files strewn about. Give me an investigation check.
There it is. That's a 20.
Okay, nice. As you begin to look around, you see a whole bunch of different case files. But as you look at the case files, they all seem like maybe non-important kind of case files. They all seem to be a bit like scattered, like purse lifter here, some debauchery and things like that. Vandalism. But as you're maneuvering around, you're moving some of the papers. You find a small brass key, and You begin to try it on different cabinets, and it finally unlocks. And you see that as you pull it out, there's a few folders here that are in red. You begin to pick them up and look. You see that the handwriting here is vastly different than the ones you see on the desk, and you assume that this is probably Jethro's handwriting.
Wait, so whose handwriting is it that's on?
Viviana's handwriting
Okay.
on the desk, but you get the feeling that these are maybe like these, judging by the color coding and the handwriting, you see that maybe these are more high profile cases.
Mhm.
So what exactly are you looking for?
Hold on.
Mhm.
Also, I think it's safe to assume Ilovia knows what his handwriting looks like regardless, because they had that letter from him.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I know what I'm looking for, but curiosity is getting to the best of me. What does each of these like case files say?
Okay. So you see one that there's one that says something about an Ethereum shipment that's gone missing. That it was on the move from Cinnaborough on the way to Riverworth, and the truck just gone missing. And you see it says that perhaps this was done. This wasn't for lack of investigation, more out of fear that people haven't looked for this truck. You see him trying to piece together dates and trying to piece together times and distances and trying to triangulate exactly where this could have gone missing. But you see that he never got to the case because he had a lot on his plate along with Viviana.
Right. How long ago was this case?
This is probably about a month ago.
Are there other cases?
Mm-hmm. You see another one about some strange luxury car thief. This thief has stolen from not only Urin Tiersland, but has stolen from other higher named people, and stolen the car, and the cars have never been found. And you wonder, why is this so important? But then you get the feeling that, okay, these are pretty rich people and pretty powerful people, so this is going to make some waves.
Right. And how long ago was this?
This one was also about a month ago. They all kind of like coincide together a little bit. And since then, and as you're looking through the case files and you look and you sit down, you see that there are continuations of them for what Viviana was taking on the cases a little bit too. You could tell that she had a lot on the plate, but not enough time to do it.
Right. So, are there any cases like the red in the red folders that are older than a month?
Yes. The one you find that's older than a month is the Dollmaker.
Right. How long has the Dollmaker case been open?
The Dollmaker case has been open for 4 months now.
Okay. Is there anything in the in the drawer that seems out of place? Or are they just all case files?
Right here, they're just all case files.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the Dollmaker one.
Okay. You take out the Dollmaker one, you begin to read. You see pictures of exactly how the Dollmaker commits. Well, what the corpses look like after the Dollmaker gets to them. You see that he removes the entirety of the torso and the head and places them on wooden bodies, removes their teeth and cuts off any type of noticeable marks, and then replaces their face with a porcelain mask. You see that they're almost always in different alleyways around the city, and they range from the Lohang all the way to the district of Gilding. So it shows that his area is a wide area. However, he does not kill children, it seems.
I don't suppose that as a DM you prepared an actual case file for me to look at as a player?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm
Not
gonna.
yet.
That's your homework. I want to look at like the actual case file. I want to see maps.
Okay.
I'm serious, by the way. I want to see maps.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
I'll leave it for now. I'll put it on
Everything,
the
the case
side.
files are all in my head right now, but yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll leave that on the side for now, and then I guess that'll be it for Ilovia for now.
Okay. You do see one more thing. A little bit on the last case file. But this one is in blue. This seems to be more about. These seem to be more like surveillance files. You see one about the Order of Anima, and you see one about the Horde.
I know what the board is.
You do. The Horde was the organized crime syndicate that the Drow was a part of,
Okay.
and they're the ones who tried to kidnap Violet,
Okay.
and as you already know, tried to kill Maximilian.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you say
that'll
we
also
now
be-
know that for sure?
Yeah, you know that.
Okay, right. I wasn't sure if we were sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I'll adapt my notes. I'll shut up again. Bye.
Bye.
So Blue Forder has information on the Order and the Horde.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bastion, as you still downstairs?
I would have gone up with Elovia to try to rifle through Jethro's stuff if he
Okay.
was cool with that.
As you're up there, you begin to hear this chime. Chime.
You hear that, Elovia?
Is it the doorbell?
It's not the
What is
doorbell,
it
but you
though?
do hear it. You do hear it also.
Okay, yeah, I do hear it.
I'm gonna check out the windows and doors and stuff until I can see something that might be making this noise.
Okay, give me a perception check. It's not hard.
Yeah, there we go. 14.
You know this to be as you hear it in the room next door. This is Viviana's room. You hear the chime, but then you also hear the chime in another second place. And who has the sending disc?
It was given to Yeva.
You ever keep it?
Mm-hmm. This is the one Maximilian gave us.
I thought I gave it to Bastion.
Okay.
you?
I believe I said the words. I don't. Oh, sorry. This was the sending disc that goes to
Nicholas.
Nick. Yeah,
Nicholas,
sorry,
that
that's
was
me.
Nicholas.
That's me.
have it?
I thought we bought some that were gonna go to words if we got lucky. That's what I was thinking of.
No, we haven't
No,
purchased
no,
those
no.
yet.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have buggered off with the other one. Yeah, no, I definitely buggered off with the other one. Actually, thinking about it, yeah,
Okay.
well, it's 100%.
So then we'll come back to that later. All
Yeah,
right. But currently that is all you guys find in Viviana's office that is of importance.
All right. Perhaps we should discuss with law enforcement about the missing Ethereum.
I'm so excited for these maps.
I got so much work to do.
I hope they connect in the pentagram. That's what I'm really hoping for. Like, have you ever watched Full Metal
Classic.
Alchemist? Like
Yeah.
the entire. I hope it's like that. I'm really looking forward to it.
Perhaps if we can pick up where Jethro left off, we can. If people are stealing Ethereum, and we have people being gunned down in the street with Ethereum bullets, there's a good chance there's a connection there.
Well, I kind of want to focus on the Dollmaker because wasn't that the case that Viviana said that Jethro was last working on? Or am
That's
I
what he needed help
making
with.
shit up?
No, you're right.
Yeah. So the Dollmaker was the most, despite it being the oldest case, that was the case that he was working on the most. And then Viviana had to pick it up because he went missing. And now Viviana is not around. I don't
Fair
know if I'm just talking out of my ass. The truck does seem quite interesting, but right now I think the Dollmaker might be our best.
All right. Where do we start then?
We start next session when I have these maps.
See, that's why we go after the Ethereum.
Okay, then we could go after the Ethereum.
Okay, great. I love you guys. Great.
So,
Okay.
Jethro had spoken about or had written about how he thinks law enforcement had been intimidated into not looking into it very much. Does he have any contacts that he mentions in his case file of individuals in the law enforcement community that he spoke to that gave him this impression?
He doesn't have anyone that gives him the impression. He pretty much, as you're reading it, you see that the information about the Dollmaker case, he was really close chest to it because he didn't know who he could trust. Only person he really did speak to was Viviana about it, and that's it. As far as the Dollmaker goes, he doesn't share that information with anybody.
Okay. No, you had said with the missing Ethereum shipment that had been stolen.
Oh,
that
yeah.
law enforcement was intimidated into not looking into it.
One second. I have it somewhere.
Or did I screw two things up? I might have.
I think you did actually.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
I think you did. I don't remember saying that. I'm looking at my
What else
notes.
was about the missing Ethereum shipment? It was a month ago.
Oh, I see what you mean. I know what you got. Okay. So the thing about it is that, yeah, it was a fear that people didn't investigate it. That's why it hasn't been found.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go investigate it. He's just been thinking about it, but he thinks that people are afraid, and that's why they didn't go looking for it, and that's why it hasn't been found yet.
Yep. Okay, that's what I was thinking. That people were afraid to go looking for it, and I assumed that was law enforcement, but perhaps.
Yeah, because judging by the case file, you see that it's where he thinks it might have gone missing is outside of Riverworth. It actually went missing from Cinnaborough, and as you read, you see that Cinnaborough is a town that's mostly used to receive shipments. It has its own train system and everything to receive shipments of Ethereum or of anything that's coming into the city.
Okay, I see. Shipping hub. Well, that seems like it takes us out of Rivenworth, so perhaps we hit other things first.
Honestly, I'm not too interested in the missing cars. As cool as cars are, I don't think people are dying from cars going missing.
I'm less worried about that as well. People are dying from Ethereum bullets.
Or maybe this
And
is
the
God's
Dollmaker
way
is
of
killing
throwing us
people.
off.
Do what you want.
No. Although, recovering the cars of the wealthy might afford us a great deal of funds that we can then use to finance our other endeavors.
You're right, or we could sell the cars off. And she's joking when she says this, but she's, she deadpans it.
That's just like, I have very little experience with fencing stolen automobiles.
I have very little experience with automobiles.
What do you know?
Well, shit. There's a couple chop shops that are here in Ravenworth. Sure.
All right.
It's not that hard to, you can't throw a dead cat without hitting the chop shop here,
Love GTA.
Thank you. I'm glad you got that.
All right. We may need your expertise.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Okay,
We're stealing cars now?
I was joking about stealing cars, but if we do manage to stoop that low, we should at least give you and Tearsling his car back, so we can get the funds.
Okay, at least maybe let's joyride it at least if we find it. It's gotta be bitchin', right?
We can joyride it on the way back if we do find it.
All right.
By the way, how do you spell
Very
you
long
and
wheelbase,
Tearsling?
EWEN TIERCELIN.
No, that's not how I spell.
Wait, sorry, can you spell the last name again?
TIERCELIN.
Okay, got it.
Cool. All
right.
So,
otherwise, Bastion would not be adverse to going to the collective if
okay.
We have nowhere else kind of to go to, unless we have any other destination that will help us further any of these criminal investigations.
Are you guys gonna go to the collective or?
Does Olivia have anywhere else she'd like to go? That might further our understanding of any of these cases.
I feel like I'm at a dead end for all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, before we leave the office, I'm going to put the folders back into the red ones back into place, especially the doll maker one, because there must be a good reason. I mean, he didn't trust anyone, so somebody could break in and be like, "Hey, look at these case files that I could get rid of."
Okay.
You know.
So you
So,
close
yeah.
it and lock it back?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Nice. Good job. Good idea. Lock it, close it back. You keeping the key on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to. I don't think I have any rope.
Oh.
Yeah,
see.
because I used it. I used it to turn it into a harness.
Yeah, you
But
did.
if there's any like string,
Zelchin
like a-
hands the harness to you. Yeah, here, you need rope?
no, where I'm gonna need that.
Shit.
But like, yeah, if there's a string or like a
Yeah.
like a necklace chain, that I will put it around my neck.
Yeah, no, yeah, easy.
Okay.
You find a little chain and you put it on your neck. And you have the key on you.
Okay. I'm going to shove it into my cleavage so that nobody tries to snatch
Nice.
it. So that they would, if they try to reach into and get it, she's gonna fucking notice.
Also, she's 7 feet tall, so most people gotta
Yeah.
tippy toe. So just get a ladder. Wait, hold
Like a dog.
Great. So you shove the key in your cleavage, and you guys heading downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You head downstairs, and Bastion, something catches your eye. You look to the right, and you see the newspaper dated today.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look through the newspaper.
What's the
Forgot about it,
newspaper?
Headlines: The doll maker strikes again.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, Bastion will
Ashton,
pick up the
why
newspaper.
Are you so happy?
When the newspaper was first introduced, I'm like, oh, Bastion's gonna look through the newspaper once he goes inside. Then I totally forgot. All right, Dollmaker strikes again.
We'll leave you there for now, and we
All right.
head over to the Elegant Bowl, where Rakan and Kaden are having a little lunch date. So how do you do that? I mean, I know how I do it, but just so can you also do things with plants too, or is it just rocks? Or
It's mostly earth-based, and I just do it. It's like it's a part of me. It's an extension of me.
That's how I feel too. And the waitress comes back over. She brings over a little bit some drinks or whatever. And then she's like, "Oh, do you want to change this scene?" And he just turns, "Don't worry, I got it." And the scene changes and shifts. And he's just, huh. So, how did you all meet?
We all met on a train.
Well, I guess. I guess you can meet interesting people in all types of places. I just, everyone just seems so different with you guys. I just, huh. Well, I mean, listen to me. I've been rambling all this entire time. Do you have any questions for me, or?
Rakan is
Did I say
very
something
much.
funny?
Rakan's very much like sat there like.
Oh yeah, how old is Caden? How old does he look? That's what I've been.
Yeah, what does he look like? Did we get a description on him?
I'll show you.
It's just like an old man that
It's like a
Rakan is
60-year-old, and it's super
infatuated.
weird.
That's his
Caden-
sugar daddy now.
Caden is, he's in his 20s. He's like 21.
Okay.
Are you sending these in the Discord?
I'm about to share it like right here.
Fantastic. Right, okay. It's just it's getting prepped for some maneuvering.
You're right.
This is one of those classic Don't Split the Party episodes where we have done exactly that as vastly as possible.
Yeah, that's Caden.
And I'm loving it. What's Caden?
Damn.
Oh, so you're not sharing them in the
Yeah,
Discord, you're sharing them in the
like,
Discord. Wait,
love.
that's not a word. Kira, you're not sharing your screen, you're sending the images?
I shared the images on the
Okay,
Discord.
so guys, you'll be able to see them briefly in the box below. What? Where did you share them?
It's in the Discord. I
What,
shared
in
it
Cassiopeia?
in our talk, in our chat.
What, in
Screen
Cassiopeia?
sharing. He's screen sharing, James.
The screen
Why
sharing.
is that not coming up? What? Alright, ignore what
It's in
you're
Square.
seeing. Alright, okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's Caden, is it?
Yeah, it's Caden.
Thank you.
I feel like that's a good photo for what Josh wants his angel, fallen
Yeah,
angel.
pretty
to be like.
much. Yeah.
I'll take a screenshot.
Sorry,
from
Kira, I
my
don't know
phone.
why your stream didn't come up. I was all over the place, scrolling through channels.
Maybe not
Got
as
mad,
much
man.
hair, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's very much like just staring at him. And
Earth to Rakan, hello.
yeah.
So you enjoying your food? You barely touched it. You okay?
Oh, sorry. He's gonna pick up the plate and just like
Wait,
yeah.
he's gonna try and pull it back a little bit. He's like, wait, hold on. Come on, knife and fork, and like puts the fork in your hands and kind of sets your fingers the proper way of doing it. No, there you go, like that. Now, as I do it, see, with your mouth closed, you like put your chin up with your mouth closed. There you go, like that. Very interesting.
Is that good?
It's good. I guess in between the children and the apothecary and this tea business, I don't really, talk to lie. I mostly talk to children, really. So, that sounds kind of weird. Oh, I'm so weird that I said that.
I mean, I spend a lot of my time talking to a piece of metal, so
Oh,
you're not the only one.
oh, okay. Yeah, I see. But Bastion's delightful, though. I'm pretty sure he has a lot to learn, a lot to teach.
Warforged lives
That was
matter.
absolute savagery.
Maybe he's got interesting views on the world.
What do you feel about Olovia?
She's great. She's like a mother figure to everyone.
Yeah, I feel that. I could see by the way you two interacted when I came this morning that you guys are, kind of like that. It's nice. Like your whole group has a certain type of chemistry. Not a lot of people get that in their lives. So I think that's nice.
True. We could always use another.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to going on excursions every now and again. Just break up the monotony. Sure, one day you guys are out doing something.
Okay, it's a deal.
Yeah, it is. You still hungry? You want to walk around or you stay
We
here?
can walk around.
Okay, cool. Let's I'll take you to some of my favorite places.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you watch as the waitress comes over. Jesus. The waitress comes over and he went out of focus for some reason. he puts down the money. And as he gets up, he kind of holds his hand out to get you out of the seat.
He's gonna look confused and then put his hand on his.
Lightly grabs your hand, picks you up, and helps you out of the seat. And he begins to walk out. You guys leave the Elegant Bowl. As you walk out, he's like, sorry, I don't have a car, but maybe something else interesting could happen. Follow me. And he begins to take you this alleyway a little bit further back. He takes you to this nice little because you guys in the District of Gilding. The District of Gilding has a lot more lusher areas. So he steps on a nice little pile of like moss, and closes his eyes and begins to focus over it as it turns now into like a hardened moss kind of platform. And he looks to you and he's like, well, since you control rocks, you think you can lift this?
Rokan's gonna jump on the area where he stood as well, and then raise his hands to lift them midair, but like straight up, not like a little bit.
Okay. He's goes straight up. He's so it's actually really cool. I usually, walk everywhere, but this is actually great. Yeah, how about we go this way? And he points to a general direction. He points to the general direction, which is leading back into Midtown. But you see where he's pointing to, there is a as you guys are going over back into the Midtown, passing a bit over the cars and passing over because there is a wall that does section off the Midtown between Digital Guild, and you pass over the wall. And he's like, let's go down. And then you guys sit down as everything dissipates and disappears and turns to ash as it goes away. And he walks you to this skyscraper. And he's like, you want to go to the top?
Okay.
All right. Walks through and he begins to take you to the building as you see some of the attendees kind of look toward him. You see people in suits and all types of things, and they look toward him, and he gives them a slight smile and waves as they just say, "Oh, Caden, yeah." And he says, "I usually take care of the grounds here. I help them out here as well. So I like to go to the top." And you guys go to an elevator, and you see as the elevator begins to rise. It's all
as we go into the elevator and it rises. Rokan's about.
He's like, Don't worry. He loops around you, kind of picks you up a little bit. He's like, don't worry. This is our contact. It's the elevator. It's gonna go up. It's gonna take us up. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Relax. Besides, you can control the ground. I think we'll be okay. And he's smiling as he's looking out, and you can see as it begins to rise, it rises out of the building, and now you're just in this glass cylinder as it rises on the side of the building going up, and you can see the sun as it's over the buildings and the horizon of the entire cityscape. As everything gets smaller and smaller and smaller, you rise up as it bing, which is the top, and this brass doors open, and you see a beautiful rooftop garden. You see plants. You see all these types of trees and beautifully tended plants and flowers, reds and blues, purples, all sorts. You see there's a little colony of there's a little bit of birds. There's some birds here that you see that he might have put them here, and they have all the amenities to be taken care of as well. And as he walks in, the birds kind of fly from tree to tree, and he holds his finger out as one flies into his finger, and he pulls some seed from his pocket. So yeah, I come up here and I just it's kind of funny to have this on top of a building, but I like it. A lot of the employees here kind of come up here to relax, but most of the time they're too busy, and I tend to the gardens.
As Rokan slowly steps out and looks around, this is amazing.
I'm glad you like it. And as he walks forward, he kind of takes you into the grassy area, and you see he raises his hand as some of the vines and roots begin to form this bench, and flowers pop out. And he sits down. Have a seat.
Okay.
Sure. And we'll leave you two up there for now. And we will head over to Yeva. Yeva, as you have gone through the city, you've been asking around. The day has been droning on. You've got it's about 1 p.m., maybe 2.
We're headed for the low-lit pub, right?
Yeah, the Last Light pub, and you.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
You finally go through these few of these side streets in Midtown, and you see the Last Light pub, but it's a nice wooden sign with the lanterns that go over, but they're currently turned off because it is midday. But you see as there is a staircase that leads down.
That's where I'm going.
So as you begin to make your way down, you as you walk down into this beautiful, it's a lot of wood grain, and it's a very, even for the day, it's a dark pub.
Mm-hmm.
You see some of the lights are low, and there's a stage on the right side where people go to perform. You see that there are seats and chairs in the venue. You see there's not many people here, but you see behind a Furbolg who's wiping down a glass. It's not something I wanted, but I'm gonna move
It's
that.
epic.
Yeah, it is epic. And as you
Oh,
that's what I wanted. As you walk
that's
in,
disappointing.
you
I was
see
heading to Technoland. Go on.
you see the Furbolg twins over. Welcome to the Last Light Pub.
Thanks.
What can I get you?
I apologize. I actually would only like to drink water, although please take a couple of gold for your trouble.
Yeah, thanks. Keep the lights on. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm mostly here on I'm mostly here for information.
Information. Okay.
I don't want to put yourself in a particularly difficult situation, so instead, perhaps you might point me some of your patrons here. Is anybody likely to know the darker parts of town?
Yeah. If you come back at night, maybe there's a few people that sit in that booth back there, and you see as he points toward this is the one singular booth where you see that it's nicer than the other booths. It has like this plush leather chair, plus other chairs. Yeah, there's a couple of shady characters that go over there. I don't ask names. I don't ask any of that shit. I don't want my bar being burned down.
No, that is very fair. I had hoped not to need to visit at night. I don't thrive as well in the night, but I appreciate your time and your concern. Are there any patrons currently in the pub?
No, currently there's no one here. This place mostly operates at night, but he
Yeah,
opens
figures.
the door to let the air in and let to start getting everything ready.
I'll send a message to Bastion. It's gonna be worse than I thought. I don't know what else to tell you there. Yeah. It's gonna be worse than I thought. The case files that are at the office, did any of them mention the animal? The Order of the Anima? Order of Anima? Order of the Anima? Sorry.
The Order of Anima.
Order of Anima, yes. You're muted.
Jethro had a file on them, as well as the horde.
Any location?
I'll check.
Are you
No,
currently
Bastion.
at the house? Sorry. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to intrude.
there.
Thank you.
Sebastian will go upstairs and check what information Jethro had on the anima.
Okay. So, as far as the anima goes, from what you read, they mostly work in secret. If they do work somewhere, they don't work. They definitely don't work out in the open, and they definitely don't work with the horde. Strangely, he starts to figure that maybe they work in a dimensional space. Maybe it's hard to. You see, he's written down some things in terms of maybe portals. He even makes reference of a magnificent mansion, possibly. He also says he also has a theory, thinking about pretty much saying that mage towers are a thing of the past, but they have to have somewhere to practice and to do other things. If not, then the city would be in turmoil. So he also said that if they do work within the city, they are really close knit, and they really could be anywhere.
Jethro was never able to find a location from whence they operated.
This isn't
He-
gonna be pretty.
It made an extra dimensional, a demi-plane or that they portaled out of the city to do their thing.
Thank you. Okay. Are we currently still in Midtown?
Yeah, everyone's still in Midtown currently.
No, as in I'm currently still in the area of Midtown, correct?
Yeah, you are.
And Elliot and his friends were in downtown, is that correct?
Then Lohan.
Lohan. I'd like to head there.
Okay. You start to
And-
head that way, and where you going to where their hideout was, or you going somewhere else?
Yeah, I'd like to go to the hideout.
All right. As you're going that way, you take the time to get there. Going through all the derelict buildings, you find the one where you remember the cross section of the street, and you find that little broken in part of a building, abandoned building, and you work your way down that way. You get in there and you see Elliot playing form of dice with the other kids. As you walk in, he says, "Okay, so now you walk into this area. You see the walls begin to close in on you. What do you do?"
You roll a d20.
What's up?
How about some work?
Oh, well, I mean,
Let's start
okay.
with lunch. And I shall present 10 good berries.
Oh. Jeez. Oh, thanks, Yeva. You guys remember Yeva. Yeah, sure. Are you playing? You want to roll a character, or?
No, I got some work for you guys, though. Look,
Okay, you had us at work.
I don't know who else to turn to.
Okay.
I want to contact the animal.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
Because somebody is in dire need. No one else has their powers.
Okay.
And the anima don't like to be contacted, from what I can tell. I'm not expecting any of you to know exactly how to contact them, but you do have some power between you.
Yeah. So what do you suggest?
I want you to raise hell and run.
Okay.
I think you're pretty good at that.
Okay. All right.
How's 100
okay.
gold for it?
100 gold.
That's
To-
what I
to-
said. So
To
raise
fuck
hell
shit up?
and run.
Okay, where do you want me to fuck shit up at?
4 sapphire way. Yeah.
That house?
No, the one next door.
People live in that house. You sure?
Yeah. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm going to do it outside. But I want it to be seen.
Okay. Sure.
And I really am talking the middle of daytime.
Well, if I get caught by the guard or by the watchers.
I'll get you out. Look,
Oh, okay.
I never claimed to want to do anyone any harm. But I didn't claim to play by the law. Come now, back in my day, magic wasn't illegal.
True. But back in your day, there was also dinosaurs.
There were. I gave him a wink. And Elliot, just the best and the quickest of your friends. Let's take no risks.
Okay. Fine. All right. Saeem, let's go.
Just the
Ithra,
two of them? Oh,
come
okay,
on.
right, cool. Oh, we lost a Josh. Oh, we regained a Josh. Fantastic.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Marvelous. And yeah, Sapphire Way was quite a short way actually from where we were, wasn't it? We didn't actually take that long getting from the hideout to where the animal went missing.
It didn't take too long. You guys make your way to Sapphire Way.
Okay, and I'll point to the area. Sort of, is there a road out here, or is this sort of more like beaten off track?
Oh no, it's a road. You can turn into this. Yeah.
So as we're outside 4 Sapphire Way, because 5 was the mansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll point to a sort of area outside. Are there any cars here?
Yeah, there's a few cars.
Are they in the street?
No, they're all in the driveways.
Perfect. That's what I was looking for. I don't know how much destruction you can cause, but in the middle of the road is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna point to 5 Sapphire Way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start banging some doors and causing some trouble.
All right.
And I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna wait for somebody to come and investigate.
Okay,
while
wait, hold
you
on.
run.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
How much damage? Because I do have fireball, but I'm not sure if you want me to do that.
Throw the fireball at that house, and I'll point to number 5. It's everything else in this place right now. I want noise and light. More than anything else, noise and light.
Okay, maybe not fireball. Okay.
Well, no, fireball you
still-
can throw at that building.
Okay.
Number 5. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I've got
Sure.
no idea what they've got, but throw everything they've got and run like hell.
Okay. You asked for it. So, as you go over there, you watch as Elliot sits there and he talks to Saeem and Lithra, and they go running around. You see as Lithra runs the opposite direction, and you see as she begins to move her fingers. You see these psychic daggers form in her hands,
Sick.
and then you see as Saeem moves to the other side and it begins to do incantations, and you see as the clouds begin to darken overhead. You get the feeling that this is lightning bolt. And you watch as Elliot looks aside, snaps his fingers as fireball forms above him, and they all throw them at the exact same time.
That's what I'm looking for.
The car gets with the psychic daggers, and they erupt and explode. The fireball slams against the side of the house, blowing out the windows and the side of the building. As you see now that the fire begins to, the blackened smoke begins to rise, and the lightning bolt strikes at the top of the house, tearing through the roof. And then they all just dart off and start to head out.
Good lads.
What are you doing, Ava?
Standing there, tapping my foot.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so we'll get back to you.
Did you want to take a moment there, or is that a good place to take a moment?
Yeah, it's a good place to take a 5.
Okay.
After you've just vandalism and so where we left off, Ava was destroying a house with the help of 3 orphaned kids. Just let that sink in.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. And I was going to leave him there for right now, and I'm going to go back to Elovia and Bastion. What are you wonderful people doing?
Checking the newspaper.
Oh yes.
I think Bastion said, "Hey, look, the newspaper," and Olivia said, "What's a newspaper?"
Yes, as you look toward the newspaper, you see it says the Dollmaker strikes again. It shows the front page, and the front page of the front picture is can't tell if it's a male or a woman, but it's wearing like some sort of gown, and it's leaning up against the wall with its face completely removed and replaced with a porcelain mask. The porcelain mask itself doesn't have any facial expressions.
I feel like that's a bit graphic to put on a newspaper.
Rivenworth don't care.
Does it say where this occurred?
It says this is occurred in Midtown, in the Midtown district of Rivenworth. This is on Carlisle Avenue. This is also, it says that the body will be moved to the Rivenworth General Hospital
Ooh.
to be
Hospital?
to be exhumed and whatever else.
They don't have a morgue?
The guard station does not. They work in tandem with the hospital.
Alright, sorry, I just opened my notes, so can you repeat where it is?
It is in the Rivenworth General Hospital. Oh, you mean in Carlisle Avenue? Carlisle Avenue. That's the body was found in Midtown.
Is it that weird spelling that for some reason it has a S?
Yes.
I knew it. I still don't know how to spell it, but I had a fucking feeling.
Origins English, apologies.
Well,
Okay.
Olivia, do you think we head to Carlisle Avenue or to Rivenworth General?
We should head to Carlisle Avenue because I want to investigate it before they, clean everything up.
Oh, sorry.
Agreed.
I think they'll have the body for some examination for at least a bit longer than they would, than when they would clean up the streets. So yeah, we should head over.
All right.
Alright, Zeltrin. Do you want to come with us? Because if not, I'm leaving you in charge.
No, I'm good. Also, you guys are going to that show tonight, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, count me out for that. That shit sounds whack.
Very well.
Maybe you'll learn something from the arts, but I will not force you. You're in charge until we get back.
Great. All right. I guess I'm having a party.
Don't burn down the place.
I won't burn it down. Don't worry. You know, I won't try and cook or anything.
All right. Elovia just kind of like, glares, or she glares at him, but it's not in like an intimidating way, but as more like a watch yourself kind of a way.
Okay.
And yeah, she's gonna head out.
All right.
All right.
As you leave,
To the
Zelda's
Phoenix
like,
Mobile.
okay. You guys hop in the Phoenix Mobile and drive off to Carlisle Way.
Yep.
As you are driving, are you paying attention, Lovia, to his driving?
Yeah.
Are you guys still doing impromptu lessons? All right, give me an intelligence check.
Oh yikes, that's a 7.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not as easy as you thought it would be. But this time you're a bit more. This time you're a bit more preoccupied. You're thinking, like Bastion's still calling things out, but you're thinking about all different types of avenues and how these things could happen. Just think about all the possibilities, trying to figure this out. But you drive and drive as you go, and from your peripheral, you see Rakan and Caden seemingly coming from a building, just talking and having a conversation. They're walking, not paying any attention.
We'll just slow down when we get near them.
And
Rakan!
Yes.
We are headed to Midtown to investigate a murder recently perpetrated by the doll maker. Would you accompany us?
I'm gonna turn and look to Caden. Do you
That's
want to
fine.
come?
Bastion, as pressing as the doll maker is, if somebody interrupted me and my husband back when we were still dating, I would be upset. So maybe we should just get going.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. The murder's not really my speed. I'll just catch you later, okay?
I don't
Oh,
understand.
okay.
All right. You know how to
What?
reach me.
Do you want us to give you a ride? I mean, I'm not the one driving, but I will offer
Get in the
anyway.
back.
You're going the opposite direction. That's fine. I'll walk. It's okay. Maybe I'll
Okay.
take a tarot car or something.
What? A date to a murder mystery sounds amazing.
Yeah, Rakan's gonna get in the car and just look incredibly sad.
All right. Oh, give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion
Yeah,
check.
ruined
Rakan.
it. Yeah.
Who's giving the persuasion
Oh.
check?
Rakan.
Yeah.
11. All right. Let me give you let's give you a straight luck roll. No. Thanks, Rakan. It's been great. Yeah, he kind of walks forward and just puts his hand on your shoulder. It's all right. We'll see each other. It's okay.
You know what? This kind of. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right. I should really be getting back to my story anyway.
Right.
Hey, don't look so sad. It's not like I'm gonna die or anything. All right. Just catch me later.
That's foreshadowing.
Hey, Nate, what the fuck? What kind of ominous shit is that? Yeah, Rakan is still gonna turn around, get into the car, and look incredibly sad.
Kate is just gonna wave bye and start walking off. Maybe we'll catch a show sometime or something.
I'm going to a show tonight.
Zeltrin isn't going, so we have an extra ticket.
Where?
Great question.
Look at the ticket.
You look at the ticket. It says the Moonlit Theater. It is the Lucid Dream.
Do we have the tickets on us?
I assume so.
Okay, then I'm gonna take Zeltron's ticket and give it to Kato.
Oh, this is actually pretty high end. Yeah, sure. All right.
We'll see you there. It's nice, and I'll start driving off.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
I just want to like stick my head out the window. Bye. See you tonight. Don't forget.
But as I was saying, this kind of reminds me of like, the mother who's like, "Oh, don't bother them," and then the dad who's like trying to interrupt them as much as possible, like, sits them at the opposite ends of the table while sitting in between. That's what it reminds me of.
He said, "How dare you talk to no one talks to my little demigod to get away with it." But you guys drive through the city, making your way through, and you pull up the street. You see now it's been pretty much like kind of like taped off, and you see guards still around. You see the guards are still around. As you get out of the car, you see two familiar faces. You see, one familiar face. You see the tiefling you saw the day ago when you guys met Elliot, Venice Price. He steps out of the alleyway and he's talking to a furbog, but his face is very like dull and almost bored. Like, his eyes are really low. He has like this gray hair. He's wearing all this intricate gear. You see, like he has like, it looks like the guard's outfit, but it's a bit more gold in places and it has a lot more metals on it. And you see he has a pistol holstered at his side, and he's wearing a coat over it. He's just talking to the tiefling.
We'll go approach the two of them.
Okay. As you
Sorry, what was
walk
the
up,
team's name?
Venice Price.
Okay.
As you walk up, you see that the Furborg turns around, looks toward all of you. Welp, what exactly can I do you for?
We are here to investigate on behalf of the Unsung Detective Agency.
This is indeed a crime scene. You say you are representatives of the Unsung Detective Agency?
Correct.
Do you have any identification or any sort of papers proving such?
I have my little license to practice magic.
I see you've come in quite the luxurious car.
It was a gift.
Is that so? And you see as he looks at you, his eyes are like completely studying all three of you. He's
from the house of Ishak.
Even though he's very slow, but he's very methodical and calculating. He's looking at you. Ishak, huh?
Unfortunately, the person we represent is not doing so well. And we weren't able to get any paperwork done until she. I don't want to say left us because that sounds like she died. Until she
I know.
fell under.
Viviana's in a coma. I know. I also know that all of you are new here. I know about your friends. Don't worry.
Why are you asking for papers?
I just thought maybe you might have some. I'm kind of busting your chops. My name is Elzyro Silent Crown. I am the Rivenworth Guard Commander. Hello.
Sorry, what was that name?
Elzyro Silent Crown.
Yeah, you're gonna have to type that down somewhere.
I'll type it in the chat, don't worry.
I may have succeeded in typing it in the chat, if you take the second of the first names. Oh, Elzyros. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it is a pleasure to meet you.
As you look at him, you see he has like salt and pepper hair, but it's kind of mopped, kind of slightly covering his eyes a little bit, but you see that he kind of still like brushes them out of the way. And you see on his neck, he has a interesting symbol that's tattooed there. Yeah, there we go. And as you look closer into it, you see that it's like it's a ruby rose, with a green stem and like a gold halo that surrounds it. So, you are taking up all the business from the Unsung Detective Agency.
As best we can, yes.
Mhm. Well, if you're staying in the house, I assume that she trusted you. So I will trust you.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
if you wish to come see, come see.
Lead the way.
We will go see.
As you step past him, he walks ahead of you as the tiefling is like, looks at you both. He's kind of like leaning back on a car. And he looks all over you. He looks at all of you as you're going around, because you remember Olivia and him had that conversation. But as you guys are walking through, you guys get to this the alleyway. You see like there's all different types of graffiti here, and there's some trash bags, and you go there, you can see where the body was. There's a little bit of disturbed ground here, and you're currently in the scene. Yeah, we found him this morning. The story broke pretty early.
Was a male?
We assume so, judging by the size of the head and the size of the neck.
You know what race?
No.
Was it a halfling?
We're assuming it's human
Okay.
currently. Usually with the doll maker, it's hard to identify exactly what they are, and when we do, it's usually too late. He removes all forms of identification.
Do I sense any magic in the air?
Give me a perception check.
That's 19.
You do sense magic in the air. You get a feeling. Illusion?
Like minor illusion or just a
Just the
illusion?
school illusion.
Okay. Fashion.
Yes.
I sense magic.
Has anything in your investigation so far revealed that the doll maker is a practitioner of magic?
Usually no. Most of the people in the guard are not magically inclined. What we do know is that whoever he is pretty precise. Usually the cuts are very meticulous.
Like a doctor's?
Perhaps.
Okay,
A
so
butcher.
we're looking. Suspect is probably a doctor of magical nature. Perhaps he has a license.
Are there similarities between the victims?
The only similarities that we've recognized when we found the victims, they mostly work in Arcana Tech. Either they might be working in the industry in some way, or they sell it, or they help build it.
Question.
Yes.
I'm gonna lower my voice. I have a feeling this might have to do with anima.
That is entirely possible.
I mean, targeting. I heard that right. Like they're targeting people who work with Arcana Tech, right?
Indeed, you did. Yes.
The mutilation of the body, though, that lends itself to some form of mania or madness. If I was just looking to eliminate people from a particular industry, there'd be no reason for all of this. It's much more time and effort. I'd
I
just
agree.
put a couple of bullets in them. But this ritualistic nature, I know very little of religion. Does this tie to any of the religions or rituals of the old gods?
Not that I
I
know
say-
of.
You can look at Bastion. I mean, as a follower of an old god, no.
There are many, from what I understand.
Yes, well, you could rule my god out.
My god is better than your god. I understand that. My
giant
god is
just
also
a
old.
monster. The porcelain mask. Does that have any significance?
Hmm.
Any culture? Any religion? Any peoples?
Not that I know of.
Wait, has anyone ever bothered looking into the manufacture of these masks?
We thought about that. They all seem custom made.
He could be
Custom
making them
made by
himself.
who?
Not sure. It's remarkable craftsmanship.
But perhaps we
Actually,
find someone learned it with porcelain.
Back in the case file, were there pictures of every single body?
Yes.
Okay. And the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were
How
they all
many
the
victims
same?
were there?
There were about 6, I believe. If I remember correctly. I gotta look at my notes again. Pretty sure
Including
it's
this
6.
one?
This is 7th.
Okay.
Were all the masks the same?
Yes, they're all the same.
Okay.
They all have that blank expression.
Okay.
Even if the masks are custom made, you still need to get the materials to make them from somewhere.
Besides,
What are they made out of?
they're made of porcelain.
Where sells porcelain?
Porcelain can be obtained from any store, really. Even using magic, it can be made.
If you say that it can be made with magic, have you ever sensed anything magical coming from the mask?
If it did, it seemed to be. It probably dissipated by the time we got to it, but I'm not too sure. We could check this route recently and see if we feel anything.
I guess the hospital's the next stop.
Well, like I said, most people in the guard aren't magically inclined. That's usually left for the Watchers, and the Watchers don't really work with us unless magic is on the case. That's why Venice is here.
Actually, Venice must know.
You want to talk to
Right.
Venice?
Yeah, I'll try to talk to Venice.
Hey, welcome to Venice, and Venice is still there. You see, he's gotten into his car, and then as he sees you coming out, opens the door and stands up. What's up?
Long time no see.
I'll say.
You're magically inclined, right?
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
Did you sense any magic when you came on the scene?
Yeah. Judging by the way you're looking, you might have too, right? Illusion?
Yeah. I take it that you don't know what kind of magic specifically it is?
He walks out, closes the door, and walks up to you. How about we look at it together?
Okay.
Come on. He walks in and... What spells you know?
Should I just list all of them?
Sure.
And firebolt.
Well, I know Eldritch Blast, Green Flame Blade, Armor of Agathis, Earthen Grasp, Hellish Rebuke, and Hex.
There's illusion here. He goes over to where the body was. There's no illusion here. That's why I was gonna go back to my office. Maybe I can find something.
Well, that's actually not why I asked you, but... Well, I asked you because I was curious, but that's not the reason why I approached you. Did you have you seen any of the other bodies?
I saw a few. So the last two.
Did you sense any magic coming from the mask specifically?
The mask itself, no. I
Okay.
didn't feel anything from that.
All right. So
You
when you
did-
say
oh, sorry.
illusion, oh, sorry, just one more thing. So when you say magic, illusion magic, do you think they could have been covering up the body for a certain amount of time? Since, you know, it wasn't on the body, it was just around it.
No. So the doll maker doesn't want to hide this, you know? He wants it to be out. Unless you mean he's trying to hide the body while he's doing his thing.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he could just do it out in the open, and illusion magic could be the thing that's hiding him. Not to mention it's in an alleyway. He just dissipates the magic when he's done.
He's really fucked up if he does that. Or
Have you
they, or
seen the
whatever.
bodies? I don't put it past him.
That's an interesting thought. Oh, maybe. But
Invisibility is also a function of illusionary magic. So
yeah.
perhaps he is coming in invisibly, dropping off the body, and leaving, cloaked in that illusion.
But wouldn't it be on the body? Because, you know, if he's carrying it, or...
Hmm. There's so many ways that we could approach this.
It was just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good thought. You.
What was there anything found on the victims?
Nothing found on the victims. He doesn't leave them with anything. Takes their toenails and fingernails, removes their fingertips, footprints, removes them.
Are they wearing clothing when they're found?
Yeah, they're wearing like these weird gowns.
Okay, so it's like a girl's doll.
Somewhat, but they're more like the judges' gowns, like judge gowns, but they're just one solid color. That's what I mean by gown, not like a woman's gown.
Have there been any reports of missing people?
Yeah, we do get some reports of missing people, but people go missing all the time. We're not sure. Sometimes we're not sure if it's the Horde or if it's Anima or whatever else.
Well, wouldn't cross-referencing the victims to if they have similar bodies to the missing people, wouldn't that give you an idea they're the same people?
Yeah, we usually do our cross-referencing a little bit later, but with how he kills them, removing teeth and prints, we usually get there a little bit too late. And then the missing reports come out, and then we end up cross-referencing the bodies and figuring out who they are. It's just a matter of time, mostly.
Actually, on that note, in the case file, were there also missing people lists?
Oh yeah. There's a missing piece. So in the case file, he had a name for each person.
Okay.
He figured out who they were. Yeah.
I'll tell Rockhan that.
Mhm.
When we go back, we can take a closer look at the case file next session.
Thank you very much.
Well, should we perhaps gather Yeva and meet at the hospital? Perhaps he can find some insight with the body, as he is learned in the biological makings.
Maybe. What is Dieva up to? I haven't heard from him since yesterday.
Yeva, we could use your help. Where can we find you?
Probably not the time. I'm just waiting to be arrested. I've just set 3 children upon to create some havoc, and they've run off, and now I'm just standing here waiting to either be arrested or be taken by the Anima. Probably not the best time to join with me. However, you said the hospital. That is where I will head as soon as I know the results of my
Arraignment.
albeit slightly miscalculated mission, but we can hope.
Oh, where is he?
Very well. Keep us informed.
We'll do. Go. Yeah,
It seems Tina has committed crimes with the help of children and is expecting to either be assaulted by criminals or the police any moment. So he would ask that we proceed without him.
Right, Olivia, she's just going to stare at him in disbelief. I know that you can't normally tell when I'm telling jokes, but that was a really bad one. What were you saying, Rockhand?
Is the body still in the alleyway?
No, they've already taken it.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. And with that, we'll go back to Yeva.
Oh, hi there.
Is going.
As you're sitting in front of the house, the people have come out screaming and yelling from everything going on. The owner of the husband is yelling at you, then looking at his car, yelling at you, then looking at his car.
Good evening, sir.
While
I
the
suggest you
wife
go
is-
back inside. Stay safe. There's danger here. And I'm
house
holding
is
my
on
shield out. I'm holding my shield. No, they didn't fire his house.
You said the house.
No. They fired at number 5. Number 5. They blew up number 5. They lightning bolted number 5, and they made some noise in the street. We don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
his house better not be on fire, or I'm gonna kill Elliot.
Okay. I had misconstrued. Okay.
Right, okay, no. We threw everything at number 5, but I wanted the light and stuff to be where I was outside number 4. Look, sir, I understand you may be distressed and there was a lot of noise, but there could be danger here. I'm here to protect you. Please, go inside.
Make a deception check.
I mean, I genuinely am there to protect him.
Yeah, but you also brought the kids there and fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's a 10.
That was kind of obtuse there.
I mean, yeah, it's a fucking, I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna roll an insight check for him.
Yeah, it's an 11. There you go. Happy Christmas.
An 11. Oh.
Yeah, great.
He rolled one. He rolled one higher. Rolled 12. He looked at you.
I'm not saying I don't know where the trouble came from. I'm not saying that I might not have been the source of it. What I'm saying is that it's going to have results, and they're not results that you want to witness. I suggest you go inside.
He walks up and starts poking you on the plate. Listen here, goddammit. I pay my taxes. I come here with my kids and my family, and you out here over here just destroying our way of life. Where do you get off, huh? Where do you get off?
Sir, the next door. The abandoned house. A source
You
of
won't hurt
trouble.
nobody.
Unfortunately, it's already hurt someone. We want to prevent it hurting anyone else. You got any kids?
Yes, my son's over there crying in his mama's lap, man.
Yep. Well, it's a kid that went missing that we are trying to save.
Well, I am so sorry the kid went missing. Just, are you part of a construction company or something that you're just blowing shit up?
No. I truly am trying to save a missing child.
Where you
And a
from?
woman who lies in a coma. My name is Yeva Adelen. I come from Nilna Alari, but more recently, I've been working here. Trying to make a better life for some unfortunate people and save some people that are missing.
You hear that, everyone? Nil no Laurie. Why am I not surprised? You know what? Fine. Okay. You want to go save your children or whatever else, go home, do your thing. And he walks back. It's his gate, just yelling.
Good. That's fine.
Yelling and cursing. As you're standing there, you see now that there's a few cars that pull up and the guard pops out. And the guard pops out and you see this one guard comes up. He has a handlebar mustache and a big beard. And his hat's a little bit over his eyes, and he has a sword on his side. Excuse me, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. I heard there was a disturbance. I'm here to investigate.
Unfortunately, the dastardly perpetrators have already disappeared.
You don't say.
But I know why it was done.
You know where it was done.
I know why it was done.
You know
Where
why.
is fairly obvious. The building's on fire, sir.
That's why I was wondering why you said that. But I heard it was heard.
Look, about 3 nights ago, a child named Diana went missing. She was brought to this house and she disappeared. We investigated the house. And frankly, the house tried to kill us. It's full of nasty magical traps and strange portals and various unusual omens. Now, you responded pretty quick. What were you expecting to find?
Well, when we were told that the building was on fire, there was an explosion, there was a lightning bolt, as well as 2 explosions and a lightning bolt. But I expected to find, I'm not sure.
Magic?
Yes.
Who responds to a call when you suspect the animal?
And as you say that, yeah, that would be me. And you see
Good.
standing behind.
And you are exactly who I'm looking. Oh, sorry, not the same person. Come on, carry on.
Yeah, no. You see standing behind him, Sior Zumfiel. Her hair, black hair back. She's wearing all full black and leather.
Oh, a
That
pleasure,
would be
darling.
me.
Well, you'd be exactly who I'm looking for.
What is the meaning of this?
Child named Deanna went missing 3 nights ago. The child has magical powers. No, she's not registered. No, she doesn't have a license. She is, however, guilty of using magic on a regular basis. Regardless, I don't think her life is what she should pay for it. She has been taken by somebody who has access to, well, that burning building that you see over there. I'm hoping that that building matters to them in some way, that the portal matters to them in some way, and I'm hoping they turn up. Obviously, they won't come while you're around, but I figured the other person I need to talk to is whoever investigates the anima, as that is who I suspect. And I want to contact them.
Well, you've got my attention. You could have went through the proper channels. You didn't.
The proper
Did you
channels might
cause
have got
this?
your attention, but they wouldn't have got the attention of the anima. And no, frankly, I'm incapable of causing any such destruction. I had sworn an oath of peace and pacifism over 200 years ago. And
She nods her eyes towards you.
alas, I cannot perform any magic of this sort.
Do you know who did this?
Yes.
Who are they?
No. I'm not willing to tell you that. Unless you can get me in contact with the animal. And I'm assuming if you could do that, they would all be already be arrested.
Precisely.
So,
Circle
we've
gets
come
a
to an
square.
impasse. So, my thinking is, if you would kindly leave the burning building, it has been abandoned for many years. It's not really causing any harm, is it? Let's be frank, it was an ugly thing. And now it can be built upon. Secondly, perhaps the anima might come to investigate, and trust me when I tell you I am a patient man.
Give me a persuasion check.
And in return, I will give you a persuasion check. In return, any information I have on them, I will pass to you. Any information I have on the missing girl, I will pass to you. And on the provision that your response to finding out who did this is to secure licenses for those who committed the crimes, I'll tell you who did them.
I think your reach is far extending your grasp, Mr. Dallin.
Perhaps. Or perhaps it is just beginning. That's 15.
Fine. On the possibility that you may give us pertinent information on the anima, I will leave this burning building alone. She steps forward and leans into your ear. Do not pull this again, or I will have you arrested. You could be 1600 plus years old. I do not care. I will arrest you, and I will put you away and send you back to Olari.
I appreciate it. Another thing, just on an off chance. When you discover illicit magic users, what's the first course of action?
Well, we determine their state of mind. Are they dangerous with the magic? Are they a danger to society?
What if they're children?
Children, you have a bit of leniency. Our first thing is to send them to the cloister to see if they are
Yes.
acceptable.
That is why we don't deal with it. Well, that answers that question, and I suppose in return I've answered yours. The committers of these crimes are just that. Children.
She turns around. Let's go. Let's go. Let's let Miss Adelin lie in his bed.
Thank you.
They all begin to drive off, and you watch as she walks into a dimension door.
I would like to approach 5 Sapphire Way.
You sit there.
No, I'm not sitting.
Well, you're gonna just walk and do what?
So, the house is on fire. I would like
Yes.
to go to the doorway.
Okay.
And in the doorway, there were originally holes. And now we see flames, correct? On that wall? On that frame?
Yes.
It's,
Yeah, there's a frame.
And it's on fire?
Not yet.
Hurry up.
It's slowly working its way down.
Okay, right. I'll stand there patiently and wait until that bit catches fire. I'd like to inspect what happens when that particular part of the building catches fire very closely.
Okay. As you wait, you step back as it catches fire. Nothing happens.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Marvelous. I'll send a message to Bastion. It seems that I have both managed to avoid being arrested and as yet have not been attacked. I'm at 5 Sapphire Way. I wouldn't want to miss the show, but I will need to come back.
We'll grab you before we go to the hospital. From
Hospital?
the hospital, we'll go to the show. Correct. We would like to employ you, if you are available, to examine the body from the murder.
It's a shame they don't have those terror cars in Lohan. They're quite useful for getting about, I've discovered. Perhaps I need to learn to drive.
What time of day is it?
Right now we are pushing like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I shall wait then.
So Bastion will go to divert wherever we need to go to grab Bastion before we head to the hospital. Or, I'm sorry, grab Yeva before we go to the hospital.
When the car arrives, is Elovia in the front?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Good. I hope you don't mind, Bastion, if I also pay close attention to your driving skills.
Not at all.
Everyone's
Useful,
just
like-
like
I tend to be a
peering
quick
over
learner.
the seat. just
I should have got a
watching
book on it.
him. So, picking up Yeva on the way to the hospital. Can we actually stop at the post office? Is that like on the way, or is that
Mhm.
just way
You
out?
can.
Okay, yeah. Bastion, I actually want to go to the post office.
Incredible place.
Really?
Yeah. They send magical messages and physical messages.
Oh,
There
I
was
only
most
see
helpful.
physical messages.
And I must have... Well, this might sound strange, but the flooring was quite stunning. It was an
Truthfully,
excellent building.
It's based on in the Jersey City post office.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Downtown.
That's awesome. I wish I could go there. Yeah, no, it sounds fascinating. I loved it. It was one of the most flavoursome buildings I've been to so far. So, yeah, I think it was excellent.
So you
appreciate
guys
it.
drive and you make your way back to the post office, and over you stride on in. You see pillars and still some of the queues, but it's a little bit emptier now.
Sorry, can I go in with her as well?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Go in, and you walk up to the counter. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Hello, dear. What can I do for you?
I believe I might have a letter. My name is Elovia Blightfrightener Valunanati.
I'm gonna need you to write that down. Slides it over. Are you good? Are you sending this in a magical message or a physical message?
I think I'm expecting a physical message.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, she gets up. Her ass is too big for the chair. She gets up and starts to walk in the back. You just hear, "Hey, is there anything back here for a blight frightener?" Yeah, Nananthi. No? Okay. Hey, did you get tickets for the ball game? No? All right. Hey, that's my tuna fish sandwich. Don't fucking touch that. Comes back. I'm sorry, dear. There's nothing here for you right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna head on.
All right. You sure you don't want to do anything else? You good? You look a little sad.
Well, I was expecting a letter, but perhaps it'll just take a bit longer than I expected.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just Wait, do you have like an address you can send this to? You know, so you don't have to keep coming back here if you don't want to, or
Oh yeah, it's
The unsung
what's
detective
the address
agency.
to the unsung detective agency?
fuck, I forgot. I think I forgot the name
I
of the
don't
street.
think
I
we
have
have a
to street
clue. Surely we could just tell her the
I
unsung
called-
detective agency.
Yeah, I
She's
called
got
the
it.
street, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay, yeah, unsung. Yeah, I know that. Viviana's a darling. Okay, yeah, we send it over to you. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm about
Yeah,
to go up to the
uh-huh.
counter.
Oh, oh.
Hello, miss.
Mr. Dallin, hello. Hey,
Hello,
how's
lovely
it
to
going?
see you again. I'd like to
Twice
send
in
a
one day.
large empty box. Yes, that is exactly what I said. Do you have a
Okay.
large empty box I could send?
Yeah, what size you want? You want
The
large,
biggest
medium,
you've got.
gargantuan?
Gargantuan.
Okay. All right. Gargantuan box. What are you putting in it? And you watch as she slides
Nothing.
over. You gotta.
Are we finally sending Zeltrin away?
Nothing.
Very nice.
I just want to put a note on the top.
Okay. What's it supposed to say?
Find me. Yeva Adanon.
Okay. Where's this going?
Yes, that's the thing. I'd like to deliver it to 5 Sapphire Way. When the postman gets there, he will find the building has burnt down. Please, can he... I can't finish this sentence. Please, could you tell him to leave it outside? Just get on with it, Karen. Roll it past me.
Is this guy serious? All right. Yeah, you're gonna be a burnt down building. Just leave the box there. And just, for God's sake, just run as fast as you can. It's probably some sort of murder, something, I don't know. But
No,
you know,
nothing of the sort. I'm sending a message. It was just...
sir,
little
you just told
belated.
the man to leave an empty box that says "Find me" at a burnt down building. You know how suspicious that sounds.
That is exactly what it's meant to be. Suspicious, but unluckily. Fortunately, we're not trying to murder anybody. We're trying to find a murderer.
Okay, sure. All right. All right.
Well, we're really pulling the U-turn on that. The reverse card. The Uno reverse card on the fucking serial killer.
You just hear in the back. You just hear in the back. Don't worry, honey. We have your family take care of if anything happens to you. Don't worry. He has strict instructions on what to do.
Thank you so much for your help. You're a total darling.
May Alchema's blessings be upon you, or whatever.
Wonderful. She's much help. And from
Okay,
now on,
you
will be
got
known
this.
as Tuna Fish Sandwich because I don't think we asked her name.
Oh yeah, no.
That's fine. Tuna Fish
Yeah.
Sandwich is perfect.
Okay, don't call that to her face. Got it.
You got it.
But you guys leave and get back in the car, and you guys are heading now to a little short drive over back to the Riverworth hospital, General Hospital. As you get in, Ursula is immediately there. It's like, Yeva, I told you to head home. Why are you
Unfortunately,
back?
my companions called me back.
Oh, I see
And
you're
I
not
have
alone
some
today.
work to do.
Oh, that reminds me. How's Viviana doing?
Not great. Unless she has improved since I left.
I haven't checked on her since you've left. You've been doing such a beautiful job. I really didn't
No.
have to.
I appreciate it. She was peaceful, but not weak.
You can't send somebody home and then not take over their work.
I mean, there's nothing to do with Viviana, right? You know. just check her.
Also, I have nurses for that.
Fair enough.
Regardless, we're looking for a body in the morgue.
Are
You heard
we?
for the doll maker case.
Correct.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Come with me. And
Many
he'll lead
fingers.
you down the hallway, down another door that descends into a cellar area. And yeah, feels pretty cold down here.
This is not
And
a
as
place
the,
Yeva finds comfortable.
He swings the doors open. And you see in the center of the room, on a slab.
Is Rokan with us?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, just checking. Sorry.
You see on a slab, face currently covered with the white sheet. It hasn't been touched yet, but there were tools right next, ready to examine the body and do as much as they can. Here he is.
Here,
I must ask a
I'm-
gruesome question, Ursula.
Yes.
You're... I don't know what they're called. Mortificationers? Or whatever they're called. Those people.
Morticians?
Morticians, that's the word. They need the body unchanged?
Truthfully, The Dollmaker changes the body so much, I don't think it matters.
Thank you. Thought you might say
Don't try to heal it, Yeva. What if the...
I'm not trying to
wound
heal it.
later system-
Phil.
Okay.
The coroner would be the person who actually examines the body. A mortician is the person who gets it ready for burial.
Thank you, Miyagi.
Ah, yeah, didn't know
Or shit, what it... Undertaker.
that. Yeah, they sort of take care of the
Undertaker.
beginning and end bit, right?
Yeah.
To the hospital and to the crematorium. Anyway,
But
yes,
yeah.
we'll have a nice look at his body.
I'm gonna walk over to the body and take the cover off.
Okay. Urshna is like, I'll leave you all to it. And he
Thanks.
goes upstairs, and you remove the body. You remove the
Body.
yeah, right. You remove the blade, the lape blanket off the body,
Maybe we could
and
post it.
see, you see before you a body still covered in a gown, the hair shaven off, there's the porcelain mask, and you look on the left and the right side, it's been nicely, almost perfectly stitched on. Some beautiful stitching on the round that attaches to the face. You see, as you look around, certain sections of the skin has been shaved off.
Which sections?
There's a section in the back of the head. There's a section on the neck.
Oh, like graft off, right? Got you.
Yeah, has been shaved off.
I'm gonna take the mask.
Okay, you need a strength check to try and pull it off.
Oh, it's like attached.
It's
sewn.
sewn into the flesh.
Sewn into the flesh.
Oh,
Alright,
okay. I mean, I wasn't.
okay,
thinking
I
about
can
it.
remove
I'll
the mask.
you anyways.
Well, wait, before we remove the mask.
I'm not
Oh.
taking
I
it
was
with
about
a
to say,
7
I could,
anyways. That's
I could, but
fine.
let us leave it for a moment.
Yeah, Ilovia is gonna put her hand on it, and she's going to try to see if she can detect any magic coming from it.
Currently, as you place your hand on it, you don't. You sense a little bit of magic, but you sense that illusion of magic from before, but it's very faint.
Okay, so
Very-
it's not like anything new, basically.
Nothing new here,
Okay.
but not with magic at least.
If you are weak of stomach, you may wish to leave. I will then cut the body from the neck to the navel.
Interesting. So as you begin to cut downwards and continue to cut downwards, you notice as you get to the clavicle, the texture changes. You see it's wood.
Wood underneath the skin, or it's just wood?
It's just wood.
Is there any bruising along any of the stitches or the cuts?
There's a little bit of bruising. And you do give me a investigation check.
Also, on that investigation check, how is the body, the shoulder upwards, attached to the wood? And how the fuck has nobody not noticed this before?
You see that the neck itself into the wood itself, it seems like it's like maybe been stapled. It's like, but you look around it, you see it's been melded in some sort of way around the neck.
And there's
around
no
the
skin
neck.
covering the wood at all. So
No skin.
the coroner couldn't have missed this in any previous bodies.
No, it wasn't missed. I think it was just me forgetting to say it.
Right. Okay.
Not gonna lie to you.
What
I think
about
it was me.
below the wood? Is that does it
All wood.
does it resume any features?
Oh
at
yeah,
any point?
as you try, are you gonna try and like drive in?
No, before we get, I will, but before we get there, does it resume into legs or anything, or is it just?
Yeah. It's like those those artistic dummies used to test poses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Right. Okay.
There's joints.
Mhm.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. So there's no
I'm the
skin.
doll
There's
maker.
no skin below the neck.
I got one of those around here somewhere.
Um,
yeah,
Bastion-
so is there any
sorry, go.
bruising? I got a 6.
yeah. There's a.
There's a little bit of bruising, but it seems like that could have been from when whatever was used to drive through the flesh was pushed through.
So it was done while they were alive. And
But-
is this on all the cuts? Guys, I got some bad news.
Yeah.
They had a pretty gruesome death.
Yes.
This isn't just some guy who likes playing with corpses.
Bastion,
Yeah,
would you kindly split the wood down the center?
indeed. best tool for that?
It's probably an equal.
More fear than anything, I've got a sword. I have blacksmithing tools, which would involve chisels
Chisel.
and a hammer.
Beautiful.
So
Okay.
I could drive in a couple of chisels at different points, and then as I keep driving the chisels in, it would create a split that would keep growing bigger and bigger as it wedges it apart.
And this is wood all the way through.
There's wood all the way through. But give me an investigation check.
It's it had a 21. You can have another one.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
a
you have a
21 apparently.
Okay, good. I'll piggyback off of that.
They're both 21s. So.
As you crack open the body, and you see in the center of it, it's lined with lead.
Interesting. Dead to magic. Can we take that piece of? Is it just a single pillar of lead, or is it?
You see, it's like it kind of like forms like a little bit of a dome inside.
Well, this isn't going to be easy. Bastian, are you able to remove the lead?
I will do my best.
No
Yeah,
idea how you're
I'll
doing
try
that.
to-
Good luck.
Again, I got hammers, chisels, tongs.
Okay, this is gonna take a while, but give me a strength check.
I don't think it's gonna happen in one blow, but
Yeah, you're gonna work on this for a minute.
then I rolled garbage.
I can,
Love, you want to help me?
well, I can also
Yeah, I
help
can
him
help.
by making small vibrations between the wood and the metal to ease it out, and also moving the chips out the way. Why can't any of these things be made out of rock? Damn it! Why can't I just? Whoop?
I have a crowbar.
Sick. Yeah.
Yes, Rakan?
The tools on the side, would there be like a small knife?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to take said small knife and cut the thread that's attaching the mask to the face.
Okay.
Rokan, just before you do, what is the thread made of?
It seems to be just regular like silk twine.
Right. Okay. Good. I was just checking. Go on, carry on.
In you.
Yes, that's. I was wondering if it was hair.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's fine.
As you begin to pull it off, you hear like it's like kind of almost adhered to the face. You just hear it snapping and pulling as the skin kind of comes with it as well. What's left of the remainder of the flesh. As you pull it back, you see that the skin has been completely moved. So now you're looking at just tissue inside, and it's just the mouth. The lips are gone, and the mouth is just open. You see the teeth are gone. The gums are receding back from where the teeth roots were.
Their eyes,
That face. The eyes are removed.
nose.
Nose is removed.
Okay, so there's still skin in the mask.
Mm-hmm. Because how long it was on, it kind of like you kind of pulled it and pried it off.
Can I try and take the skin off?
Or you can remove the skin. Sure, you can take a little tool. You start removing the skin.
Okay, great. So
Gonna put it back on.
the skin I have in one hand. Is it the face?
It is the face, but it's very mangled. Kind of
Right.
hard to identify.
Okay, I'm gonna put that back on their face.
Okay, you start doing a jigsaw puzzle, putting the flesh back on.
And then, what does the inside of the mask look like?
Inside the mask is just a very smooth porcelain. From the part you've gotten the skin off, it's just a very smooth porcelain. Very beautiful craftsmanship.
It's flat.
Hmm?
It's flat.
Yeah, it's like a regular flat mask.
I'm gonna.
It's like the
Not like a flat line, like it's face shaped, but it's. Flat.
Yeah.
But
It's
there's no
smooth.
like divots for like the nose or.
no.
That's what I
Okay.
was gonna ask.
It's probably nothing's probably gonna happen. I hope. But I'm gonna put the mask on.
Did you rinse it out at least
Mm.
first?
There's no about hygiene.
No.
You put it on. Give me a sanity roll, please. No, I'm
Oh
kidding.
no!
As you put it on,
Did it to Jim Carrey?
you put it on. You feel you feel like some of the remnants of the flesh on top of your face. You feel it slightly sticking and slightly adhere because of the blood and the tissue and just the inner secretions
Seriously,
of the body.
Rokan? That is really creepy.
And you take it off. As you take it off, you just hear like, you know how you're pulling off gum or something from off of a surface. You kind of pull it off. Nothing happens.
Nothing like trial by error.
That is.
Well, if there was some kind of enchantment on the mask, and perhaps it allowed you to see something, we don't know.
I should have told you
Oh my
this
God.
earlier, but I did not sense any magic from it.
There may be something to that, another. The lead. It deadens
Yes.
magic.
Okay.
How are we
Give me a
doing
strength
on
check.
said lead? Yes.
Give me another strength check.
No, there it is. There's the button. It was slightly better. Well, bloody hell.
You guys can provide help
Yeah,
too
we
to
are
help him out.
helping. I'm vibrating.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, alright.
Make him advantage.
The wooden medal, and I think Alovia's just bashing with a hammer.
All right.
Like, he's using this little hammer with the chisel, and Alovia's just got the war hammer. Like, fucking
Uh,
bam, bam!
Strength check also.
Huh?
Give me a strength check
Yeah,
also.
you
Logan.
make it check because I can't roll above a 10.
That's 17.
Nice. You try with the ping, 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 ping. As soon as you pull back, you see Alovia just ping. You watch it cracks open. As it cracks open, you see inside this little small medallion.
Oh, sorry, we opened the dome?
Yes, you opened.
Oh, that is entirely
Did
not
it
what I
mean-
thought we were trying to do, but let's go for it.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Cool.
I thought it was
Don't worry
gonna
about
an
it.
edge to pry it up, and she
Don't
put a
worry
hole
about
in
it,
it, which
Olivia.
is
That's,
just as good.
yeah, that's... Well, we found a medallion.
Inside you,
Alright, guys.
on the medallion.
No, we're good.
And then as you're looking inside, going to piggyback off the previous, you sense that illusion magic in here as well. Inside the dome. The medallion itself, you see it's in the form of a skull with two ruby eyes and teardrops around the circumference.
Now that the lead is removed from the wood, I'd like to place my hands inside the wood. Was the wood built around the dome? Or was the dome placed inside magically?
The dome, it was built around the dome.
We are looking for a
Rakan.
craftsman. A good one at that.
Rakan. I don't think that these have anything to do with each other. But, in the strange case that they do, that book that you had, you said it had a gem in it. What kind of gem was it?
No, it wasn't.
Was it?
No, it was red. Just like the book cover. Right?
It was Celestine.
Oh, Celestine. Sure I have.
Fuck is that?
I've got Sapphire in my note. That's why I said it. I don't quite know where I picked that one up. Celestine.
Wait, what? Can somebody type this out for me?
Oh, that's not where you wanted this, is it? That is what you meant, yeah? It's like a crystal
Oh,
substance.
I have in my notes aquamarine gem.
Everybody has.
Everyone has different
We
gems.
just fucking make it up.
Yeah.
Celestine,
I have
Celestine is a
aquamarine
crystal,
in mine.
right? Celestine
You
is
said
a
what?
Celestine is a crystal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really aquamarine in color,
That's a really pretty crystal.
or sometimes yellow or orange.
Yeah, I think the aquamarine was the color.
So the medallion, you said it had a skull with.
With ruby eyes and teardrops in the circumference. Yeah, but give me a religion check.
It is known.
You would know this.
That's a 28. I would know.
This is the symbol of Baal,
Oh,
the god of murder.
Baal's a pleasant guy. He's the god of murder. Notice their symbol.
And my dear Yeva, give me a perception check.
22.
22. You see inside that as you're looking at the sideline of the lead dome, you see shimmers on the walls of the lead dome. You can sense that this is also illusion magic.
This is no novice to magic either. A craftsman with excellent magic skills or multiple people. This is no magic I can dismiss. The illusion is still active, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm asking you.
No, the illusion is still active,
Yeah.
but you sure you can't deal with it?
100%, mate. Unless you want me to cast a Identify on it, or Healing Word, or Zone of Truth, or perhaps Misty Step out the room. No, I can't do shit with it.
Oh, GG's. Okay.
I can detect it, if that's any help. But no, I can't dispel it. I need another level, please, sir.
Well. Well.
Yeah, I mean, I think perhaps I might be able to take a really long snooze. Is that a level 2 or level 3 spell, this spell? No, it's a level 3 spell. Yeah, I genuinely, I have no access to that. So, however, I know somebody who can. Well, I know more than one person who can, but our friends at the Incarnate definitely have some magicians within their ranks. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a tool for it these days. Regardless, I
Actually,
seem to have missed something here. How did we end up investigating this?
Newspaper said new murder.
And we just thought,
let's
well,
go
we've got
check it
plenty
out.
of spare time.
Hot
Yes,
new
okay.
murder.
That's what we was hired for in the first place.
It mentioned the doll maker in the newspaper, did it?
Correct.
Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to throw the light.
Actually, is there anybody listening in on us?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that wasn't meant to be.
Shit, I have no clue.
Did you ask that question out loud?
Yeah. Well, I said it out loud and then
23.
proceeded to decide that no one was listening in on us.
I have a question. Was the torso, the wooden torso, is it a bunch of lumber that is like nailed or screwed together around this lead dome, or was it like grown around the lead dome?
Interesting question. It was like grown around it.
Wait, there are two different answers.
What?
When James asked that, you said it was made around it.
It was like made around it. Like that's what I figured. Like he was talking about, right?
Oh, I thought he meant like craftsmanship wise.
Well, yeah, that's what was it made in that it was constructed with like, a guy with a bunch of boards and nails, or was it made in that someone grew the wood around the orb of lead?
It is the wood whole.
Yeah, the wood is whole.
It's one piece. No
So
holes.
somebody has a lot of time on their hands. is
Or a
what
lot of
I'm hearing.
magic. You can...
Either someone planted this lead ball on a tree that was growing and spent decades making it grow around seamlessly, or someone with power to control plants
Or somebody
made the
with the
tree
ability
grow
to
around.
maneuver the metal inside the wood through means of teleportation.
No, very true.
I don't
Though...
want to really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't really want to ask any about this because there's a good reason why Jethro wasn't very public with this case.
I agree. But that doesn't mean that we can't take just the casing somewhere to ask them to remove the magic, or in fact, ask if we might purchase the use of the spell to take it home, perhaps the scroll. Sorry, I was going somewhere with this. The lead, teleporting that, would that be actually magically possible, or would the lead detonate too much?
So in order to do this, it would have to, in order to do the teleportation, it would have to be built with that recess in mind, and then like melded into it.
I mean,
it is
yeah.
possible.
You can force
It
it
is-
into an unoccupied space, though, right? If you're very
You can,
strong.
but then that would like warp things, and it'd be
Yeah.
weird.
Okay. So it is likely that the wood was grown around it as you spoke. I've never seen anybody with the power to grow wood quite that fast.
Does dispelling the magic, is that really the safest thing to do?
It is
If the
a
bodies
spell
are
of
left.
concealment.
What?
It's a spell of concealment. It is hiding something.
Yes.
Could be an answer. Investigating
be
this
a
case is probably not safe. I don't know where else we would seek our answers. Regardless, unfortunately, my healing and knowledge of bodies is fairly useless when the body is made of wood, but there is one last thing I would like to check. That chisel of yours. Can you open the skull?
Absolutely.
You're just gonna come in and like there's just like us pounding on this corpse.
Like a melon.
I
open.
apologize for that, but as I look at the brain, how long has this body been dead?
This body's been dead for, what time is it now? It's like about 6, we're watching 7 o'clock. It's been about what, maybe 7-8 hours.
Oh. Now this is unusual, because the body died almost in a time too quick to... That is, the person died, they immediately sewed this body to the wood, his head to the wood, and then it was left out, found perhaps moments later. The time frame on this means this person is both practiced and very skilled.
Suspecting a doctor of sorts.
I want to
cuts
see
are way too
somebody
clean and
alive.
precise.
As you're sitting there, you begin to hear, "Wong, wong."
The fuck is that?
Yeah, but
Is
you
it
look
the
to your
dog?
pocket, "Wong," coming from the from the bag.
I'll
And
look,
as
at,
you
I'll look at
as
every item in my bag. Which one
as
of
you
you is
pick it-
ringing?
you pick up the sending disc as
Ah.
it opens up, and you see the face of Nicholas Gray. Abe, I was hoping to speak to you.
This electrolysis magic is blowing my mind. Sorry. Sorry, Arcana Tech magic. Too much writing. Yes, Nicholas, what can I do for you?
Is everyone else there?
Yep, and I'll sort of swing it around and hopefully make him really dizzy.
That was unnecessary.
Well, there they are. Would you like to see something else?
No,
It's kind of grim.
I
We're investigating the
was
doll
thinking
maker.
about. That's why I called you.
Oh,
It seems. Am I right in thinking that you are taking up Viviana's cases?
as well as those we already have, yes.
Well, Viviana, when she was in commission, was working with me as well. I was wondering if you wanted to do a job to service us. Get some money, help you with your funding for the orphanage.
It would be excellent, although we do have plans for this evening.
No. It's in a day's time.
What do you need?
We have a shipment of Ethereum coming in to Riverworth.
Hmm.
We have been attacked by Anima once before.
Oh, good. I'm hoping to meet them.
That is also interesting.
Yes.
Well, if you want to take this case, we'll give you 2,000 gold pieces. And whatever you find on the way is yours to keep. Just in case maybe the Anima does attack and you might kill them or whatever. You can keep whatever you find.
Fantastic. I'm certainly willing to do this, but let me ask my companions. Protect from potential attack? Defend the Ethereum? How do we feel? We could use the income well.
I feel like this is history repeating itself. This sounds awfully familiar.
Hmm.
It seems very useful. It may help us find who attacked the original Ethereum shipment on behalf of Jethro. It will accumulate funds for our endeavors. It will be a good thing for the city. It will keep Ethereum from falling into the hands of criminals who may turn them into bullets.
Rokan?
If it means getting more money to help the homeless people, then sure.
You have no qualms in helping the traffic of Ethereum?
We will see when we get there.
Very well. Nicholas, while I have you on the whatever this is, I don't suppose I might ask you 3 seemingly unrelated questions.
Okay.
Do you know of someone who would very confidentially be able to dispel some magic for us? Or perhaps
Yes.
provide a scroll?
Yes, I do. Are you coming to the show tonight?
Yes,
I'll introduce you then.
thank you. Secondly... me and my random unrelated questions. Sorry. Secondly, you spoke of the animal.
Yes.
You have no leads on where they might be.
No.
And I am correct in thinking Nicholas is Ewan's right-hand man.
He is Ewan's right-hand man, and he's also on the parliament here. He's on the council here as well.
Thirdly, I may have got myself in some trouble with the police.
Not you, Yeva.
I was trying to attract the attention of the anima, but perhaps I went about it in an unusual way. Nevertheless, I don't want that attention redirected towards some more of those children like the boy we brought you.
I understand.
A lady...
Some advice.
what was her name? Shit. Gaishana, was that it?
Ciara?
Ciara, that's the one. Lady Ciara came to investigate me. I may have revealed a little bit about the nature of the magic she was investigating.
She's a prickly sort, but some advice.
Yes.
The anima, they move quietly. They move in secret.
Yes.
Boisterous things like that may deter them.
I'd hoped that perhaps they might contact me on their own terms in their own way as a result of it. That is... Perhaps I am seeking the wrong routes, but so far, Arcanatech has offered me nothing where Viviana is concerned. My own divine magics offer me nothing where Viviana is concerned. I seek to turn to those with strange arcane powers.
Well, I thank you for taking this and do a good job. There'll be more in line for you.
Thank you.
For you all. You're doing a good service for the city.
Are we seeing you in Tursling tonight?
You will be. You'll be in attendance.
Excellent, thank you. Have a good day, Nicholas.
Good day. It disappears, and the disc shuts.
Bastian, I find this device mildly disturbing. Would you possibly mind keeping hold of it?
Well.
Thank you. Sorry, Rokan, you were saying.
I have a TM question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ball, would I have any knowledge of
You would too.
been to any cocktail parties with him?
You would too. Okay. Give me. Give me a straight.
You want?
Give me a straight intelligence check.
It's 21.
21. Okay. So there are a few things you know about how things have shaken up in the world of celestials. Wars of gods. You know gods can't exist without prayers. you've watched and seen that a lot of gods have fallen out of power because no one is praying to them anymore, while others have risen. You know that you remember Baal. Baal was not a nice god. He always gave you weird feelings. He was always a little, a little bit too, And you also, this is a lore question for you. How long ago were you sent to Earth? Well, to Athea.
Okay, so by the time he got on the train, it would have been maybe less than a week.
Okay, so you wouldn't know. All right. Actually, no, you would know. You do know also that there was another lesser deity that was kind of getting in the way and stopping some things in motion. And since then, he's been imprisoned. You can't recall the
lesser
name.
deity has been imprisoned.
A lesser deity, yeah.
This is enough of the dead for me. I apologize. I'll go to Viviana.
You said you go to Viviana?
Yeah.
As you walk up into Viviana's room, you see something that wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
You see flowers in a vase.
Right, that's not gonna bring her back to life. Wow, beautiful.
And you also see, leaning against it, a note that says for Yeva, from Jay.
I'll read it.
It just says thank you.
Be a lot more useful if you just showed up.
Make a persuasion check.
I would like to make a clear space on a table.
Mm-hmm.
And through my extension bag, pull not only the canesthesia plant, but the glass dome that went over it, to keep it tempered.
Mm-hmm.
I'll place it behind her bed, but before I do, just the canesthesia plant, not the dome. Before I do, I would like to stroke the petals, eliciting the calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let that drift into the room. Place it back on her robe. Ogma, you have granted me so much in life. So much of a path, but I must admit I am at a loss where to turn next. So many need help, and I have so little to give.
Give me a persuasion check.
18.
Okay. All right. Well, my party, the day is winding down as you're inside Viviana's room. The sun is going down. And you have one more place to go.
To the
Just real
shore.
quick.
Sorry, go on.
While we were still in the morgue before we left, I grabbed a warm, wet rag, and I am wiping down Rokan's face.
Okay.
By the way, Rokan, it's totally okay if you're not comfortable answering me, but I do have a question for you.
Okay, what's the question?
What's your real name? It's not Rokan, is it? You giggle at it every single time. It's just a pun that you came up with.
Why do you want to know my real name?
It's just curiosity. I'm not forcing you to answer me. I'm just curious.
He's gonna like look at you and smile in a way you've not seen before, kind of like in a way that he knows something you don't.
His name?
Yeah, kind of like that. He's just gonna say, maybe in time I'll tell you.
As we dust off and get ready for the ball, I'm carrying this flipping lead plating around. Can I make an Arcana check to see whether I think it's safe to put in a bag of holding?
Sure.
Just before I create a rupture in this room. Yeah, no, that's a 12.
Should be alright.
No, I'll cover it with a sack of some sort.
Okay.
I'll just nick a sack off a side somewhere.
Okay.
Do you think we might have time to get back to the Unsung Detective Agency to change? I don't think wearing armor to the show might be. Although, given our track record, perhaps it's the safest bet.
Could be.
I'll probably put the armor in the bag of holding anyway, but yes, and I don't know about you guys, but I seem to have forgotten to eat today, apart from one berry.
Doesn't that grant you nourishment for the rest of the day?
Although it gives the nutrients required, it doesn't fill your belly.
I thought it did for 24 hours.
No, just the nutrients. It doesn't feel like eating a meal.
I love you, like, fuck you, Jay.
No, it just doesn't feel like eating a meal. I don't suppose I might be able to grab a sandwich on the way out or something.
You can grab a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you would like to spend more than 5 minutes on the show.
Well, I think
There's
personally,
concessions.
I think it's the best if you get a nice grand meal after a nice grand show. Elegant bowl, anyone? After the show?
That much might be true if they open that late. Regardless, I'm not sure that going to the show this session is within my grasp, I'm afraid, Kira. Sorry. Guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, then we'll end there since James is knackered.
It's not only that, Josh has got to go to work in an hour and a half, and we've got things to do first. So that's the main reason.
Well,
yeah, sadly.
Well, the show. Let's see, what time is it?
No, because I want to bully you and Tersling while I'm there.
Okay then.
I need some time for that. The man's got some answering to do.
Well, then we'll end there. Yeah. So, what's up,
big
Olivia?
blood bowl.
It's about this size.
Okay, I was thinking like.
No, it's not. It's like about this
inside
size.
the body, right?
How to fit inside of a torso.
Probably worryingly heart-shaped. Or sized.
Alright, I was just wondering.
Like softball.
A little bit bigger than softball size.
The regular reference for a Brit.
Small
the
melon.
softball size.
Yeah. It's like a. Shit. I'm trying to think. It's like a. I don't know. Small.
Canary melon. Muskmelon.
Some. Yeah, a little bit
Cantaloupe.
like that.
Yes, I too measure many things by melon sizes.
By melons.
Regardless,
Yeah.
I think we'd all have to play for another 3 hours, but I'm afraid life kicks in.
All right. So then we're gonna come to MVPs. I'll start with Josh. I don't usually start with Josh.
Okay. So part of it is Rokan going on his first ever date. And worryingly so, I mean, that it might be his last if Kira has his way.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, it could be his last.
So yeah, so that was very fun. I mean, the comedy duo that is Rokan and Elovia, that was pretty great. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Lavi, yes.
Never once in my life did I think Elovia, my serious Goliath warlock, would be a part of a comedy duo. I don't know. I really do like the mystery. I really hope that you put together that map because unlike James, I love puzzles.
I can tell.
I
On your
like
own,
riddles. I don't know. I really like how Elovia is kind of like, I guess, melding with the group because there's Rock and Elovia bonding over the fact that they have no idea what the fuck's going on. Elovia and Bastion, which I'd like to imagine is kind of like the power team in terms of like investigation. And I guess Elovia and Ava don't really have any connection. But
We had our bonding session over
She
you telling me about your
respects
husband.
yeah, she respects him. But yeah, I don't really have one MVP, but you know, there were a lot of great moments. Actually, I'm gonna say it before anybody else can say it. Bastion and Stream. Alright, you can move on.
Now we move on to Miyago.
My MVP is the newspaper.
Oh.
No. I've been DMing since '94, and like it's just such a good device of just, hey, here's literally written down some stuff you might be interested in. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's actually a brilliant device. Thank you. Just look through the news. Oh, hey, there's some stuff we can do, guys.
Yeah, here you go. I was like, you know what?
Excellent.
I'm like, oh, good call. Brilliant.
Hey, I'm gonna Kay to show up and bring in the paper.
Newspaper. A better way to find stuff to do.
And James.
I have some weird ones, some weird moments. Elovia's reaction to Bastion repeating the fact that Yeva has just used some orphans to commit a crime. And
He's recruited children to help him with crimes.
Rokan and Elovia's interaction with the doorbell. Beautiful.
Oh, that was hilarious.
You can't take away from a moment like that. Bastion's dream. But for me, what stole the show today, although, actually before I say that, I will say, Kira, that every aspect of this world feels lived in. Feels used, feels, it feels real, feels tangible.
Yes, thank you.
But the post office just stole the fucking show for me. I know that's such a stupid little tiny thing, but it's just like, it just felt like such a real world moment of, every little touch was there. The tuna fish sandwich, the bowl game, the beautiful flooring, the queues in different places, the sort of the impatience of the woman who was then very kind and patient, like you see she doesn't really want to be there, but she does like helping humans. That combination was beautiful. It's so textured. Every bit about it's so textured. I am completely bemused by the fact that every previous body has been wooden and we didn't have a fucking clue. I don't know how we managed to never ask like what was below the neck. Yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful. And there's so many tangible characters that I feel like I can reach out to. Also, masterful management of the complete split party, which I think actually the campaign leans quite well into a split party of sort of different investigations and different things going on. As different people have like different motives. You can see the drive of Bastion and Elovia to sort of find out and to fix. You can see the drive of Rokan to feel and to experience. And Yeva's driven just to help. I mean, he's kind of frozen in place by this Viviana situation, which Kira and I spoke to last week, and that's why he's called his apprentice, to look over her so that he feels like he can let that responsibility go a little bit, and perhaps move on a little bit, because at the moment Yeva's very stuck in place, which is why he's becoming more and more impetuous and more impulsive as he's determined to get things done in the short span he has as quickly as possible. One thing that I'm trying to play out, although I'm hoping that it's coming through, is the interaction between Yeva and his god, who he's getting slightly more frustrated with every day.
His god, Bastion, same thing.
But it's frustrating in a different way because he's the god of knowledge, but in this current world, Yeva is blind. And how could his god let him live 1600 years and not understand the world? Anyway, I'm gonna shut up.
Your god was boring at dinner parties.
He was very boring at dinner parties. Yeva, sorry, Yeva. I just called you Yeva. Kira.
Yes.
Give us yours.
I really like the neighbor chewing out Yeva too. That was good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It's what I mean. It's a real world. It's lived in. It feels right. It's just amazing.
The fact that this episode completely ran amok, and the fact that how it ran, I have stuff for the next 3 sessions, which is great.
Snaps.
I think you say that, but I think your world deserves a slow bulk.
Yeah.
Enjoying those little moments, the meals at the Elegant Bowl, the interaction with the NPCs, going down to the library. Those things aren't fun in most campaigns. They're just like, I'm going to the shop, yeah, cool, right, I'll buy my shit if I go. This world needs every inch of it explored.
I hope so. Good.
So
I'm glad.
yeah, we don't. I don't know if I speak for everybody, but I certainly don't want to move fast through this world. I'm quite happy if we still haven't worked out what's happened to Jethro by episode 25. That's okay as long as we get to see more of this world.
My MVPs are definitely just the interactions with everybody. I'm happy for Rakan to finally to go on a date and enjoy that. That was nice. Everyone just taking to everything has just been great. Especially, I just didn't think of it coming this way. Like you guys almost became Avalanche for a little bit. I don't really know where you guys are going to go. I have a story. I have things to happen, but things have been rolling in a nice little slow pace. But it hasn't been like a slow burn. It hasn't been annoying. It's been nice. I am a little sad we couldn't get through to the show tonight. I thought the show, I was so ready for it, but I guess that'll be the start of the next time because there is a surprise for you waiting at this show. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just a surprise waiting for you.
It's usually bad, Karen.
Another shootout.
No.
It's usually bad. Come on.
It's not but it has to do with the person that Nicholas has for you. But all of it's an MVP for me. There's so many things. I don't. All my 2 years, I haven't really played with a group or people that are so invested, to where who role play really well and just do all that and make me feel while you guys are feeling. It's just great. And then you guys are truly exploring the world. Usually my players are like, oh, where do we gotta go? I want to do this. I want to shoot this person. I want to do that. And it's just like, okay, guys, great. I'll let you do that. But this is. Wow, this is some grade A shit.
I mean, I've had the joy of playing with all three of these guys and yourself, and they are great role players. But at the same time, I don't think they spend as much time exploring the other worlds I play with them alongside, whether they're my worlds or Kira's. My worlds or somebody else's even. But this world, it requires the time and space. It demands it by being so well built and so textured. So it's your providing, and then we're here to play.
I said it on my stream before. This is my Exandria. I'm building it to be my Exandria.
Yeah.
So my systems and my other things to come will only be in this world for quite the while until I fully develop it. So thank you guys for helping me developing it.
However, unfortunately, we must call it there. We're going to raid Salty because that's a real easy way to raid and run. Go show him some love. Do. For those of you who don't know, Salty is a player in our Milton campaign on a Sunday morning. He also happens to be Lavi's boyfriend. Send him some love, and we will be back maybe tomorrow evening for Good Sagravia. However, what we definitely will be there for is Wednesday. Don't miss Wednesday, because Wednesday is Evil Sagravia rolling straight into the premiere of our trailer for Uxos, Avalon and Gehenna. And we will be celebrating that with joy. The Bible is ready, the graphics are done, the video is coming together, the recording is coming together. I'm really excited. Perhaps I may even claim it as my Cassiopeia.
Hey.
Show us all some love, and I will see you all soon if you guys want to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Auf Wiedersehen.